Here we go. Hello everyone! Hello, hello, hello. How's everybody doing? It's a pleasure to be here. Today we're going to be playing Elspeth Von Draken, the Dark Lady of Nuln. And if you're not aware of what Elspeth Von Draken is like, or have any indication of what she is like as a character, one of the cool things was she was extremely instrumental in defeating and slaying Tamarkan, who is in the game as well. As part of the invasion of Wissenland with a great horde of warriors of chaos and their Chaos Dwarf allies, she managed to defeat them in a battle of 2,510 IC. And today we're going to be playing her. She's been long since in a mod, which is Mixu's, which has been fantastic. And she's in the game now. So we play on Legendary very hard as always. And yeah, without further ado, let's jump in it. So you reduce the cost of gunnery units and things like that. It's almost like she is just a new and improved Marcus Wolfart in most ways, from a range perspective. But welcome, guys. Little Pig, good to see you. DJR, good to see you. Adrian, good to see you. Tiger, good to see you. Powell, good to see you. Mushroom Piggy, good to see you. Bascari, good to see you. Worm Garden, good to see you. Stormhammer, good to see you. Skybird, good to see you. Dealer, good to see you. Singular, good to see you. And Timothy, how am I feeling? I'm doing alright, man. I'm doing alright. Thanks for asking. Yeah, a little bit more relaxed. But we've got, yeah, a lot of challenges at work today, but all fun and games. But we're going to leave that all behind, aren't we, folks? Because today, we're embarking upon the journey. And seeing how she plays. It's happened already, Wormgarden. I think I've gotten sick from it, I'm not going to lie. I met so many people in the event. Wouldn't surprise me if I got ill from it. I've got a bit of chesty cough. But we'll see. Predator still at Up King? Really? Surprises me that. But yeah, hope you guys are doing well. Right, so let's jump in.
The enemies
So
of Wissenland shall embrace their mortality.
we'll do Low Pig. So we start off with Nuln, which is good, but Dothenbach and Wissenberg have been taken over by some pesky vampires. So Siegfried of the Count of Night. Wait, hold on, what's this? Prototype Field Coat Mark XXIV. Well, 5. Tons of ammunition.
Elspeth Von
So we start off with the Nuln Ironsides, which is nice. We're getting Helmslov Rocket Battery, which is good. Great Cannons, which is good.
Engineer.
We have the Engineer to begin with
With
a Mechanical Steed. Hello. Okay.
Dark
So let's
Lady
chuck
of
in the
Nuln.
Mechanical Engineer inside of here, get mobility. And then let's go ahead and start the first fight, shall we,
Bring
folks?
darkness
So
upon
I'm guessing the Nuln Ironside's going to be basically, you know, handgunners, but we'll see how well they do. And Gunpowder Elsa is a very interesting way of describing it, Lefty. Much love to you. Hope you are. She looks like she can spank me if I fail her. Honestly, true. Is it Madame Develle? What's the chick called from the Dalmatians movie? The chick with all the dogs and, like, the evil woman with the Dalmatians. She's giving me those vibes. Cruella. That's the one, that's the one, that's the one. Yeah, maybe some slight Cruella vibes currently.
Elspeth Von
Right, so she's a death mage, obviously. She's exceptionally powerful. Her dragon mount as well, or the mount she gets access to, is incredible too. So we've got a traditional handgunner. So seemingly the Nuln Ironsides do a lot more damage, but there's 30 less entities, and they have similar health. Wow. That's quite surprising. Hey, Baven. They've got they've got more health, which is very surprising for a inventory, for a ranging like that. Normally, the less entities they have, the you know, the less health they'll have overall, but not today. Seemingly, there's no real threats. There's not a lot of really good units that are threats here, so Let's start getting the party of spirit leeching onto the Lord.
Yes, sir.
It could be an idea for me to take a little bit further elevation here, but I'm pretty confident with it. It would be okay. I'm going to suspect these guys will do an absolute ton of damage. Wow. So, Black Powder Discipline. Them standing still gives them a lot more accuracy. So, that is going to be pretty insane. Her army has to be running for the strongest army start. Yeah, it's an interesting question, Joshua, because I feel like it's one of those things where didn't CA go through great efforts to reduce the power level of all armies that was in the game? Like, obviously, Cetra and that lost his kitty cat. And now all of a sudden we're getting crazily good units again inside the armies. And a sort of similar thing happened when it came to the Changeling. Changeling got some really good units in the previous DLC. I mean, it's one of those things where it's like, you might as well just bring them all back to what we had at this rate. Should be able to shoot this way, should be fine. I'm going to send a unit across after that volley goes through. Never mind. I think this will be better. Because the Nuln Iron sides are doing a lot of damage. The plus 40 accuracy is crazy good.
This ain't dwarfs, what you doing, mate?
Hey, Skirkle, thanks for the 19 months, dude. Appreciate you. Fun units, most of my campaigns. Yeah, I feel like it gave so much identity to certain factions, having really, really good units. Like, Cetra's identity, like, had a lot of really cool units, like the Kitty Cat and things like that. So it's interesting that they no longer have that. Which is so strange, right? Oh, goodness. I have probably done more friendly fire, but then helped with that, so that'll be fun. I'll try and get this dude shot at. We'll pull back otherwise. Because zombies obviously not going to do too much damage, but close range, these guys should absolutely batter him. Yeah, it's fine. They've got quite a lot of health per entity, so we should be fine. Move over here. Shame about the handgunners, but yeah, the cannons and stuff really don't help with the terrain that's like this. It's okay though. Because like there's a double zombie over there, I'm not too worried. We're probably just better off trying to consume and kill stuff over this side. I wonder how well this would go. I'm just very interested to see how bad this will go. Not bad, honestly. Firing over the arc, yeah, I'm okay with that. I am okay with that. Vampires have always been relatively durable. I mean, normally Hellstorm rocket batteries are so unbelievably inaccurate. So even me attempting this was very silly. But you live and you learn, eh, boys? Ooh, that's not ideal, you shooting through there. Another Spirit Leech, we should be okay, but we need a little bit more Winds of Magic for that. Need a little bit more Winds of Magics. Yeah, pretty much. Are you healing yourself, you little rascal? She's just, yeah, she didn't have the good stat line, right? Engineer gives the accuracy buff? Wait, this comes from the Engineer, the Black Powder Discipline. Sure, that's Aminos bonus, it is good. Nice. Excellent. Excellente. Yeah, it was one of those interesting things where the dogs did a lot of work. It's default, right? Yeah, it makes sense. I think it'll be interesting to see. But yeah, the Thunder Badges are very, very good. After playtesting them a lot, they are very, very strong. I'd be surprised if they stay the way they are for long. We'll put it that way. Yeah, Hangers did a lot more kills, but from a value perspective, they were only really shooting zombies, weren't they? Shooting zombies and meleeing. I'm going to assume that we'll be able to take replenishment here, which will do the majority of what we're looking for here. Honestly, the Vampire Lords are crazy strong. Honestly, their melee prowess in the early stages of the game. Wait, praise Sigmar. After a hard-fought battle, the surviving Empire men take the time to praise Sigmar, the God King, for their victory.
We owe our
Absolutely.
safety to Sigmar.
And I think so,
Elspeth
Skreklow.
Von Draken.
I'd have to check again, but I'm pretty sure he does.
The other side beckons.
Let me level up before we go for the
Bring
fight here.
darkness upon our foes.
So we get the dragon at level 16. That's quite quick. Weakness to fire and slow. Wow. Lots of really nice things here. So battle healing cap reduced to all the way down from 75 to 50%. So got a lot of gunpowder units. She gets regeneration. That's waifu, not waifu. Ah. It does the trick. She has a massive cost reduction for Purple Sun, which is going to be pretty nice. I mean, it's one of those things where, as part of any mage, you normally just go down the magic tree.
Sigma and Verena.
Alright. No worries, take it easy, bud. Yeah, I think she's definitely got a lot of elements that make her very strong. The Dark Lady of Nuln. She was a true badass in lore. She really was. So it's very cool to see that they put her in. Very cool to see. As her mount, alongside Elspeth, absolutely did so much work. She was instrumental within lore to defend against quite a lot of elements. Are they better than the mod? It's one of those things where it's sometimes hard to compare and contrast, right? Because mods will do really cool things, right? But then they wouldn't really necessarily consider the implications of what that'll happen in game, right? So it's hard to compare them because obviously CA will always have to consider balance in mind. They're good in their own ways, you know? Then there goes a new character. Going to change my for this. Yeah, nice. Alright, let's move down, and then we'll get the range units over here as well. Because basically I just need to take elevation more than anything.
Nuln will disabuse them of this falsehood.
And more lore. She was instrumental, we said it at the beginning, but she was instrumental in defeating the Kurgan champion of Nurgle, Tamarkan, when the Maggot Lord launched a massive invasion of Wissenland with a great horde of Warriors of Chaos, and obviously Chaos Dwarves alongside of it. It was a savage battle in Nuln in 2510. I see. She has a Scammering Dragon, she does indeed. She does indeed. Only issue with death magic is it's very difficult to get off of. Like, you really can't do much with it. In the early stages of the game, anyway. Yeah, tough. Honestly, these doggos really do a lot of damage. We'll just make sure the elevation is being kind to us. Don't necessarily mind. We can start shooting the dogs over here, I think. The shots that they're doing seem and look a lot different from what we're used to, anyway. Shame about the terrain there. Just need to keep these guys, get them off the back. We can get Elspeth over here to just tank a little bit, we should be okay. She is quite squishy though. You know, we can't deny that. She is pretty damn squishy. Let's move to the right slightly here on both sides, just so Cannon has line of sight. We don't want to move too closely for the Hellstorm Wrecker tree. So as long as we're shooting there, we should be okay. Yeah, we don't really have any unit that's like really good at just sitting there and tanking for a long time. So Elspeth is going to do her best. Hey, Helic, good to see you, buddy. Still no reloading. I thought they had the Nuln Ironsides have reload mechanics, don't they? No, they don't. Interesting. Well, it's weird because Chaos Dwarves all came out with reload mechanics, didn't they? I know there's certain mods that give reload mechanics, but maybe they just struggled with not reducing the DPS too much. How do you make all the units green and enemy red, Marco? Good question. So if you hold down spacebar, you get the battlefield overlays. And that is basically how we do it, matey. So you can see that we have the we've got selection markers, we've got selection outliers. That's basically how you do it. And the coloration that you have can be determined from, I believe, here. The player color, enemy color, ally color, neutral color. So I can make the color of the enemy turn to something like that. Excuse me, I didn't save it, I think. So we change the enemy color to like this, and then we apply the changes. All of a sudden you can see now the colorations are vastly different. But we're going to go ahead and make sure that's default again. Because it's going to confuse me otherwise. But yeah, really, really, really good technique to try and get a little bit more visibility into what you're looking at. As it's very easy to struggle with, you know, what you need to see and what you need to look at, because there's just a lot going on the screen, right? Appreciate it. No worries, Marco. It's alright, bud. I fully know how it feels when there's just a lot of information on the screen, you know?
Mage of death.
I was once a beginner when it came to playing this game as well. And I'm doing well, Playwars. How are you, buddy? We've only just started Playwars, honestly. We've only just started the first battle. Well, this is the second battle, so not a crazy amount has happened. Not a crazy amount have happened. I honestly think this cannon is just shooting into the terrain, isn't it? And it makes sense. Yeah, the elevation here, these maps are not ideal. Yeah, these maps are not artillery. These maps are not artillery friendly, unless we were to have put the artillery up here, but I don't think we had the time. Just would have opened the dogs up to be a real pain in the nuts. It made early game more boring, not having cool units to play, otherwise. Yeah, I feel like it's the debate of having two strong units, making it way too easy in the early game. But also in the same light, you know, by having very unique, cool units specific to the factions, obviously that adds a lot of really cool stuff to it, right? So it's an interesting, like, debate of where they have to think about what plays the best. I mean, did you guys think, for example, for like Cetra, was it too OP having the kitty cat? I think in some ways, obviously, it was really, really strong, but then all you have to do is just put in a couple units for the enemies surrounding you to have at least something that's going to do good against it, right? And I know the Savage Orcs in Warhammer 2 had, like, anti-large cavalry, for example. So if you trolled and didn't use the unit correctly, you would lose the kitty cat, you know? It's not like it's going to be a unit that lasts forever if you play badly. It will go away. And that's the kind of the fine balance between it. Between having really good ones. It's sort of like, you know, you put it to the average player, it might not look that overpowered, but if you give it to a really good player, obviously it looks like crazy strong, right? Grenade launchers are so goddamn good. Right, let's explore some of the mechanics. So we have recruiting amethyst units. Ooh, okay. Amethyst outriders, land ships, and also the Hellstorm rocket batteries. We have the Imperial Gunnery School. So we've got the... Click on the image displays each category potential upgrades. The list of units to potentially receive the displayed upgrades is shown here. Each unit's effects are listed when a category is selected. Each costs schematics to permanently add its effects to all selected category units. Some Imperial Gunnery Schools upgrades are available to purchase from the start, while more advanced ones require the school to be increased to a higher tier. The requirements to increase the Gunnery Schools to higher tier associated with rewards that can be viewed in the tooltip. Okay. Completing the Gunnery Schools tier unlocks the Amethyst Treasure, where schematics can be spent on exclusively limited Amethyst units. Ooh. So, maintain the following. So we need 3 handgunners, and we need a tier 2 firearms, and we need 3 upgrades. So, well, that decides exactly what we're doing here then, doesn't it? That already has told us what we need to do. Knights of the Black Rose will be very cool to use as well. Let's go ahead and... So tempted to get mortars, though. Oh, so very tempted for mortars. Let's get growth. Dornbach, I'm fine with having ingots in there, but do we have any trade agreements? That's the question.
Yes.
That is the question. Stirland's coming in with a 7.4 for a non-aggression, so I'm happy to secure that. What's the odds of... yeah, I feel like it's not worth declaring war on
Yes.
Kazarak, because there is a reasonable chance that he'll just come towards me and attack me. So we get these from battles in return for the damage inflicted by your gunnery and artillery units. Interesting. So if you look over here, we can upgrade this. To unlock the secondary one, we first need to build the whatchamacallit. And obviously we can go around buffing all of these specific units. Adds an additional projectile for Hellstorm rocket battery units. Does sound pretty damn good. Melee damage reflection is quite nice. Monstrous impact attacks. Reduce speed and charge for great cannon units. Missile explosive is quite nice as well. Purple Catherine without a crown, do you think? Takes so long to get them? Yeah, that's fair. Put on her spells. Looks like it doesn't actually work. Good question. So... cooldown is 16 seconds. And if we were to go to here... excuse me, if we were to go to here, click on that. Cooldown's 32 seconds, so it's... She gets a 50% cooldown on her spells. Is from what I'm seeing here. Yep, she's getting a 50% cooldown on her spells. Judging from what I'm seeing here. Oh, but we get the... Spirit Leech is giving us a 30%er, so then I'll add on top of that, it's 20%. Yeah, so she's getting 20%, Victor. So the spell is giving 30. She gives 20. Makes that 50. Yep, so it is working. It is indeed working. Yep, all working as expected.
I must keep my weakness for arcane trinkets in check.
Apparently the range amplifications for the archers is bugged. This one right here. This one right here apparently is bugged. So we might as well go into there then.
New knowledge is crucial for our elucidation.
Endgame has going to be broken. Yeah, her endgame armies will definitely be very strong, that's for sure.
Von Draken.
How's it bugged? It apply. So, as far as I'm aware, this one, and then there's another one where it applies more range than it should, I believe. I think there's another one here. There's another thing for ranged, unless they fixed it already. But you can basically give a lot more range than you should be able to your units, as far as I'm aware. So. That's Max Wolfat. I believe she has it inside of her mechanics. There's somewhere where she's able to reduce increase the range, excuse me. Wow, there's 2 more settlements. Wait, what else do you have? Wow, they start with this as well. I mean, the good news is that her kind of like what you're expected to do is quite simplified. Because of everything around you, it's very clear what you got to go attack, which is good. Also, seemingly she does not have any of the prestige, so that's not within her mechanics. So, Gardens of Morr, construct, destroy, or fast travel to Gardens of Morr. So, turn 5 will get access to that. Her victory condition specifically is to destroy Sylvania and Festus. We want to complete the Gunnery School Tier 2 as well. And that gives us the Tamokan trait. Nice. Access to other tiers, like there's a bunch of requirements, you should look it up. Yeah. D-Man, who gets access? What do you mean, sorry? Yeah, having a really cool death mage that has incredible damage with her dragon is going to be really interesting to see. As yeah, like I mentioned, I think her stat location is actually pretty good. Like I'm kind of a big fan. I like. It's simplified. It's a lot better for beginners. You know, you have access to everything that's around here. Obviously, we don't take any attrition from vampires, so we are quite literally perfect for killing Vlad. Whereas beforehand, Gelt was actually in the best position to do that. Generally, yeah, Gelt was in the best scenario to destroy Vlad, because he was closest. Now the reins are on Elspeth. Her job is now to deal with the annoying Vlad. Most of the time, as long as you got really good range, you should be kind of A-okay. How do I feel about the Iron Lords being an outright upgrade to the handgunners? I feel like I'm okay with it. It's just there's a difference with it, right? The Ironsides seem pretty strong for what I'm seeing, but there's less entities, right? But there's a lot more damage that they do. The thing that doesn't make sense to me is how they have the same health as the handgunners, so it's a lot harder to kill them. Like, it's actually a lot harder to kill the Nuln Ironsides because they have a higher health per entity, which means they'll just tank more damage individually. So as long as we play with the elevation here, we should be absolutely okay. You know, we need to make sure that we're utilizing elevation where possible. I'm hopeful that this should be okay. But guys, what's everyone's thoughts so far with the DLC? Who are you liking the most? Love to hear your opinions. Oh, I did actually make a new one of the videos today. The Malekith Cannon one. It's a very much a new style of video I've made. New style.
Elspeth Von Draken.
Better melee stats than the swordsman? No way, surely. Wow, they're very close. You like dwarves? You made them? Yeah, I love dwarves too.
No shame, your ancestors, dowie brethren. No shame in your ancestors here, dowie brethren.
Swords looking spicy. Yeah, the grape shot is unbelievable. Have any holding power? Yeah, spears are tier 0, remember? Spearmen with the shields are tier 0 units. So you have a lot more holding power just because of that. But it's going to invalidate swordsmen, and I'm going to be intrigued to see what they do to fix that. Because you have no incentive to recruit swordsmen now. Like, the swordsmen are basically the equivalent of a walk of shame, or like from a one-night stand. Like, you just don't want to do them. Like, why would you recruit swordsmen now? Which I don't like. Oh my god, we just completely crushed my own units there. I don't like, you know? I feel like they should have their own identity, and they should feel good to play with. Oh, damn it. Give him anti-infantry? Yeah, SFO does that, right? I'm pretty sure SFO does that. And that, I think, would work well. Let's take out these gunners here. Just need to make sure we're holding the line here. Honestly, these dogs are really, really good. I'm honestly quite surprised by the dog's performance. On that volley, we'll pull back. So we don't get absolutely battered by the Hellstorm rocket battery. Make sure to keep spirit leeching where possible. Yeah, I just don't think the swordsmen have the kind of the staying power that we need. I think I have a really hard time using them over anything else. I feel like I'm just going to want to continuously keep using the Spearman shields. It's sad to think that as well. Because I have done so many campaigns with just swordsmen. But then again, it was the reason why I had to do that is because there was nothing else that I could use. You know, it was out of necessity, not not requirement kind of thing. Honestly, I seriously do think that bats have like giga buffs if they're on the AI. If bats are used by the AI, they're like the unbelievable giga chads. And if you use bats yourself, they are the weakest thing known to man, and they crumble in seconds. I don't really know it. That's sort of how I feel. Like this, if this is, oh my god, we're killing my own troops. Taking a bit of Skaven tactics here. Just a little bit of Skaven tactics. You know, not much. Just a tiny bit of Skaven tactics here.
Whippers at the ready! On our way!
Just a wee bit of Skaven in it. Having insanely high melee defense, yeah, it is kind of bonkers. It is really bonkers. I don't know why, but this is like a really nitpicky thing. I feel like the beginning Empire battles, like, the terrain is just not fun for your army. Maybe I need to just deploy a little bit different, but, like, there's so many hills and stuff, and it's like, how am I supposed to use my gunpowder units? Maybe it's like a exercise to try and get you to learn and think about where you should have your units for later on, which makes sense. I could understand that. But yeah, I think the Empire holding power is definitely just spears now, but you have no frontline damage. You legit just have 0 damage. Super perfect gun line. And more fire because of Tiny Hill you can barely see. Yeah. Gunpowder units are definitely a learning curve. One of my very first campaigns in Warhammer 2, I was playing Ikit Claw on Legendary. And I just couldn't understand how to use them. I was like, because I wasn't zooming in. I legit was not zooming into the map to figure out why they were struggling to shoot. Because to me, it just looked like they should be able to shoot. A Cult of Ulrich? Yeah, like an Ulrich-esque DLC would be very cool. As it would open up a front line. Some form of Ulrich DLC would really open up a good front line. Because keep in mind, Ulrich specifically would open up a lot of opportunities as they deem gunpowder and things like that very cowardly. And they wouldn't use it. For example, Toddbringer follows the same footsteps. And he wouldn't really necessarily use gunpowder like we would, like Kyle Franz would as a statesman. Gunpowder is the only way. I mean, I love gunpowder units, don't get me wrong. I just think it's a little bit of... It's one of those where it takes a bit of a learning curve. Wait, hold on. I thought Spearmen were tier 0. Wait, is Spearmen only tier 0 for Franz? Wait, is that a joke? Wait, wait, Spearman only tier 0 for Franz? Guys, am I crazy? I swear I had Spearman for free. Wait, am I... Guys, I do apologize. Let me just save this real quick. Hold on, let me just save this. And go check. Always been that way? No, Spearmen have not been tier 0 for Franz. Spearmen without shields. Spearman for Franz? I swear... Let me just... Sorry, guys. Let me just quickly check. I swear that Franz didn't have to do this. Maybe... Oh, you start with a... You start with a barracks, don't you? You start with a barracks. Because I know, yeah, I remember archers and spearmen were always a tier 0. But the shielded variant is what has a lot more melee defense as well, keep in mind, right? So if you're wondering, I'm just checking to see if Carl actually has tier 0 still. I am wondering if he actually does have the tier 0. Because spearmen with shields were tier 2. Like, they used to be tier 2. Maybe I'm thinking they're tier 1. Maybe I'm just getting really confused and thinking tier 1. Sorry about the delay here. Jade Warriors are really good for their tier. Agreed. Yeah, Jade Warriors are incredible. Plus, you can get, like, Scott. Do you remember when you got, like, rank 9s? Like, turn 5 or something crazy? Okay, yeah. So, either they changed it or I'm just remembering tier 1 shields. Okay. Turn 3, yeah. Turn 3 rank 9s because of the ancillaries you got. Crazy. It's crazy how you can get stuff like that happening. I'll go over Thunder, is that alright? Yeah, that'd be sick. So it's tier 1. So we need to recruit that tier 1, because otherwise we'll have a very poor front line. But then again, we're fighting against zombies and stuff like that, so it wouldn't matter too much. Over the centuries, the celestial dragon's 9 dragon children have themselves had children born of mortal men and women, who in turn have served their own generations. Never cross the dragon-blooded child, for they wield the instruments of the Empire, and justly or not, may well turn them against you.
Elspeth Von
Okay, so
Draken
tier 0, tier 1 units for that. Kind of sucks because it's really difficult to get good growth going.
Von Draken.
Normally I upgrade the main capital, but I'm kind of tempted since we have so many luxury resources, and we actually do have a trade agreement going right now. And we're exporting only 30%, so I mean we do need more trade.
Yes.
Which means that I probably shouldn't build more trade buildings because we can't trade it right now.
Lady of Shaiish.
Let me get some pistoleers for some skirmish power. But then again, they'll be rubbish in the siege.
Of the pale scythe.
So freaking militias. Freaking militias aren't very good either. A couple of archers will help a lot. What's my replenishment right now? Probably like 20% or so. Which isn't terrible. We'll get access to the thing in turn 5. So we get engineers additionally to all that. It's weird that in the shooting range you get the witch hunter. I guess within the gunsmith you would get the engineer. I think it's definitely a good quality of life that they've shifted the heroes to tier 2. I think that was a really, really good change. Because oftentimes, I'm not sure about you guys, but oftentimes, tier 3 specifically, my goodness, it took a long time. Like, it took a long time, and by the time you've gotten tier 3, your main army would have been miles away. Like, your main army's in Narnia, and you'll have a really hard time putting the hero back in your army. You know? Is the landship any good? The landship's really good. J-Roar's OP? Well, Zhao Ming definitely makes them very strong.
Lady of Nuln.
So recruit from elected state troops. Do I have to do... Oh, wow, this is specific to her. Ooh, schematics gained post-battle is pretty solid. Gain visual on all non-hostile Empire factions. Wow. Huh. So we have to buy our way to get these states.
Send these spirits to Morr's realm.
Yeah, some of these battles are relatively difficult. Probably what I'll have to do is shoot with the cannons to open up a wall and then kill them with the Hellstorm rocket batteries. It's just one of those things where I don't have a reliable single entity. Yeah, I don't really have a reliable entity right now. Mid to late game? Yeah, definitely, agreed. Build gardens, gallants around the planet, provided some... Still around. Oh, okay, nice. Yeah, she seems really, really decent. I quite like factions that have the ability to jump around places. Like to zoop around. Especially the dwarven underway stuff. I'm a big fan of that. Because it makes perfect sense that the dwarves can underway places. That's literally what they're good at. They're good at mining. Crafting stuff. That's their vibe, right? Has there been any skill trees? The generic Empire Lords and Heroes? Yes, the Lords have had changes. For example, the General of the Empire can be as strong as Karl Franz now. I'm not even joking. The Empire Generals can become as strong as Franz. Due to all the buffs that they've been given. So you definitely have a lot more options regarding what you want to do with your front line and your generals and stuff. I was going to say, clearly they've put... Ooh, Graveguards being there is actually kind of helpful. I'm relatively... It's a shame we're missing one cannon here. As we might take a while to kill this. How bad is Hellstorm rocket batteries at shooting fort towers? Honestly, it's not great, but it's not really bad. Yeah, it's honestly not terrible, but it's not great. We have a reasonable amount. Buffed building health. Yeah, they gave fort walls and stuff a lot more HP now. That was in quite a lot of patches ago, right, guys? If I'm not mistaken. Can our captains ride Democrats now? Yeah, they can. They certainly can. Alright, let's destroy the wall now. Graveguard. Can we fire on the Graveguards here? It's be interesting. Okay, they've gone back onto the walls here. Destroy them again. Is there any single entities? It's one of those things where the single entity that's in here is Otto. If I start casting into Otto, we'll do very little damage because obviously the regeneration. I really don't have any other options, honestly. There's no other really solid options for me here. I'm just thinking, if everything comes to light, the Black Knights have been there. Can I stop the Rocket battery, Hellstorm rocket battery shooting the fort towers? I'd rather the cannon finishes it. Now we can take our time, boys. Now we take our time. And Hogfather John, thanks for the raid, bud. Hope you're doing well. Thank you for the raid. I appreciate it. So if we can see the Graveguards here, and Sylvan, thanks for the raid as well. I appreciate it. Dave and Sylvan, hope you guys are doing well. Much love to you guys. Hope you guys had great streams. Thank you so much for the raids. Which basketball team plays in the court of the night? It's a great question. Hold on. I think if I start shooting Hellstorm rocket batteries into here as well, we might be okay. What I'm hopeful is that we do enough damage to the wall that they'll just fall off and die. As there's a... Do you know what? We are killing the fort walls quite quickly. This might be a killing of 40 or so of them when the wall gets killed. Oh my god, the Hellstorm rocket battery is just killing them outright. Oh, that's really cool. There's a raider tag. Hey, Dave and Sylvan, good to see you guys. Didn't know they did that. Alright, let's stop shooting for a second. Fire over here, if we can. If we can get Black Knights, that'd be nice. Yeah, good splash damage. Can be cast a lot thanks to the pass up. Yeah, I suppose it just depends on your Winds of Magic pool though, right? Because agreed, you do have quite a lot of access into the magic. But obviously, once you hit your caps, then you're in trouble, right? Right, so I'm going to think about how we're going to approach this one because... Where are the Graveguards? It's got Warriors, Skelly Bros. Graveguards are here. We're going to want to try and deal with that. Let us try and save us some ammunition here at least. This is where the archers come in clutch. As basically the archers are going to be so much better than everything else. The only real way we're going to get a lot of value from the iron sides and the handguns is if we can just quite literally get them to come to the gaps in the wall. And that's sort of the only thing that I'm looking for here. Yo, Chocolate Rain, thanks for the 100 biddies, man. Hope you're doing well.
Chocolate Rain 4, you cheered. X100.
Ooh, I wonder if this guy's gonna... Can we bait Otto out here? If I, like, walk in and be like, come attack me, Otto. Oh, hold on. We very well might be able to, actually. We very well might be able to. Oh, Otto, you fool! Oh, Otto, you buffoon. You have been bamboozled. You have been bamboozled. So, nice El Clasico right there. Love to see that. How's your day? So far, so good. Dave and Sylvan, how's yours? So happy for the DLC. Yeah, Elspeth is really, really interesting. I'm excited to see the mechanic of the garden stuff. Ooh, that's another... That's a spear inventory and Graveguards stacking up. So let's just start murdering over in here. I think we've got enough accuracy now where we can shoot probably at max range and kind of be okay. Yeah, beautiful hits. Most of that was landing, so that's good to see. I mean, I ideally don't want to waste all my ammunition into zombies. So let's move up where we can. Let's see what we've got here. I think we can probably just start trying to fight them a little bit here. Can cannons... I mean, it's a good question. I think cannons normally are pretty... For some reason, I feel like artillery... I'm not sure if you guys feel the same, but artillery seems like it sucks against towers. Maybe that's just me. But I feel artillery is always... is actually quite bad at killing towers. But we can give it a shot. Because look, we'll see. This is obviously shooting max range, though. So we can see 6,000 HP. Okay, not too bad now. I feel like they've probably correctly added the amplifications of damage onto it now. Let's get the folks just running into the middle of them. Let's stop shooting here, because I don't want to waste ammo there. Let us find what we can attack. Empire can get grape shot, can it? I haven't explored Empire too much. Only with Elspeth? I see. What are these bats up to? Uh-oh. My cannons are kind of on their own. Well, good luck to your cannons.
Yes, sir. To battle.
Godspeed.
Moving.
Okay, we're going to have to run towards them.
Ready to fire.
Well,
Formation, march.
they're all murdered. God bless them.
Quick march.
God, Fellbats really do slap. They do so much damage. 110 speed, 21, 48, 29.
We are Sigmar's
Very strong stat line.
Spiritor of Shaiish, advance!
Alright. See some crypt ghouls, that's fine. Maybe it might be a good idea. They're gonna die now. Anytime a unit is routing, they stop attacking it.
Take aim.
So what thing? Actually, I'll explain it. The reason why I did what I did, I dropped the artillery and I tried to run in the opposite direction because that'll enable my unit to route faster. Because the second that the unit is routing, they'll stop attacking it. So by doing it the way that I did, it enabled me to savor their health as much as possible.
Yes, sir.
Because, yeah, like I said, if a unit is routing, they don't attack them. It's a really weird thing that the AI does. They just stop attacking for some reason.
Panels aim, we're ready. Get up there.
I'm going to climb the walls and see how the AI interacts with this one. Or reacts to this one. I don't think they'll actually go towards the wall again.
Storm rocket battery.
Because it'll just allow me to shoot down in this blob here.
Finding range, sir.
I honestly think shooting here will probably consume more balance of power than we're actually killing. Is it known how much the DLC is? So I can't look. So this one. Guys, correct me if I'm wrong, but is it $8 per pack? Or like $9 per pack? Maybe 10. So you can either buy them individually or you can buy them together for a discount.
Forge and firearm. Missiles will fly for the warhammer.
$8.99 per pack. Is that euros or dollars? Oh, it's the same, isn't it? God, it's weird. It's weird that the euro and the dollar is the same now. When I was younger, it wasn't. I think euro and dollars is the same price now, isn't it?
Ready? Bring it down.
Alright, let these guys shoot whatever they can. Casually using their own tools against them. Okay, that's not ideal.
Shields up.
The fact that the Graveguard are on the way is it a little bit more now? Thank you, Scipio. Oops, we should not have had you in there.
Shadows at my call.
Just trying to find ways of getting value from these guys. I just want to make sure that the Graveguards don't completely crush us here.
Fire.
Elspeth Von Draken.
Can you guys just shoot the
All
Zombies?
ranks fire.
Honestly, you're probably better off just getting down here and start shooting into behind here.
Spearmen. Ready for war.
Engineer over as well.
Mind over matter.
Alright.
Fire! Fire!
Beautiful. We won a lot. Okay, nice. Thank you, Paul.
We are ready! Powder dry!
So yeah, it's about $9-ish per pack. And I think if you were to buy them together, it's maybe like 25 for a little discount. I'm not sure.
Hand gunners!
But I think that's around what it is.
Elspeth Von
Nice.
Draken.
It's one of those weird things where...
All will need to
Watch me overcast here. Reverse
chasing
psychology.
the shadow of death.
Always hit him with the reverse psychology, boys. Get them crumbling faster with that.
We are Sigmar's heirs!
Let's keep shooting the grave guards.
Elspeth Von Draken.
So surprisingly, they're not crumbling like crazy. Even though they've got a lot of minus leadership, they're not crumbling really, really fast.
Sigmar guides us! Take that!
But that's Amulet's bonus, big. Nice. Lovely jubbly. Nice little siege that. Yeah, honestly, it was one of those situations where when you have the artillery prowess that you do, any kind of artillery unit and any kind of gunpowder unit, it is so difficult to get value from gunpowder that you've got to be really, really careful with how you play it. So simply just getting a couple, once you've broken through with your cannons, get a couple of folks on, get a couple of your gunpowder guys onto the walls and you're fine. Frontline's a frontline. Later on. Yeah, I guess it depends on your composition, right? Depends on how you as a player are comfortable too. Because if you're someone that have played a lot of high elves, for example, you'll be used to, you know, utilizing just backline units as a frontline unit, right? Oh, a nightmare in the flesh is Helman Gorst. I saw him once. I did. Enclosed in a cart pulled by not by horses, nor demon steeds, but men. Not just any men. His own dead brothers resurrected. Makes you shudder. And his dad as well. Hey, Raziel, good to see you. And his dad, guys. Never forget that. I think his dad is the one pushing him as well. It's not just his brothers. 'Tis his dad as well. Can't be forgetting that either. So, Gunnery School. We've done one of them now. Perform 3 upgrades. I feel like the Hellstorm rocket battery is going to be quite useful. Bosh, upgraded.
Morr's gates will soon be
Get
teeming.
upgraded, nerd. With new Slayer units, it'll be interesting. Yeah, this new Slayer units are very, very good.
Elspeth Von Draken.
Wait, is that for the engineer, that item? Wait, you do this for the
Dark
engineer?
Lady of
Interesting, you get this for the
Nuln.
engineer. This god sounds cool. I hope he's a legendary lord someday, Lee. Yeah, I know, right? Sounds like a very cool lord. And it'd be, with his brothers and his dad pushing him around on a corpse car, you'd think he'd be good with zombies, maybe. Just a thought. Just throwing
Uncovering the
crazy ideas out
arcade.
there. Maybe he's good with zombies.
I
That could be the
call
way they design
upon
him.
your might.
That could be the way they design him. Food for thought, I tell you, food for thought.
Who called? So, what?
Right, what else can we upgrade here? So we get even more rockets. And then even more rockets. Oh my god. I'm all for it. I'm absolutely all for it. What's better than 3 shots? Or 4 shots?
Amethyst Guardian.
5 shots, that's right, guys. Check the cannon. Oh yeah, the grape shot comes through it, doesn't it? Yep. Jesus.
Rider of the Dragon in Carmine.
Do I just say screw it and get an elect count unit? I mean, steam tanks do go really hard. Oh, the grenade launchers go even harder, though.
We are
Let's get the grenade
proud
launchers,
in
honestly.
the
Screw it.
empire of our innovation.
Those grenade launcher units are unbelievably overpowered. And I'm going to need them against the vampires as well. Because right now we don't really have a good option to kill the vampires. But once we get towards the dragon, we'll be okay. Because we can probably go toe-to-toe at that point. Wow, the Everwood Root. Passive for assigned lord or hero. So that's probably going to be given to Theodore. How does this, the DLC stack up to the other DLC? I can't really give a review, but I'm enjoying it. I think that might be considered a bit of a review. But the DLCs are actually very good. They've done a lot of work outside of the DLCs as well, which is the main thing for me, right? The main thing for me is that the DLC doesn't take precedent over the game. And what I mean by that is that the game fundamentally does not suffer to make money. / don't put cool... Fundamentally, when I'm not happy, is when the game... They make decisions to put content in there, but they don't try and fix other things that are currently going on wrong with the game. For example, Shadows of Change, they didn't do the Kislev rework, and they didn't do the reworks that they promised us. Whereas in this one, they've well and truly delivered on the reworks, which I'm happy with. If you give it to Elspeth herself, free regeneration on that dragon would be nasty. She already gets it, Animal Portal. She gets regeneration through her bloody tree. It's crazy. So you can give it to somebody else. So she has regeneration on her dragon, I believe. Goddamn the flash button. Hey Liam, how you doing? Fine, I'll reduce the intensity of the light. I feel like any streamer will always have a relatively professional light setup. And I legit have a USB camera, a USB light, sellotaped to my wall. That's my streaming setup. You got a job interview next week? Oh man, good luck with it, buddy. You're going to smash it. I'm going to look forward to you to tell me that you've gotten it. I shall eagerly await that conversation we'll have on stream. Yes, General. We definitely outrun their... Yeah, they do.
And the winds of Shaiish blow.
Beautiful damage. Looks really strong in the dwarves. I haven't had a chance to try it out on the Empire, but if it's just like the dwarves, it'll be insane. I'd imagine it'd be very similar. Because Great Cannons have 450 range. And I think the dwarves are similar. Beautiful. Reload time 10 seconds. Nice. Yeah, let's try and avoid the cavalry, as they will do a lot of damage to me. So basically, we're in a really good situation that we can sort of just bait them out a little bit here. Reposition you guys. How's my job? Yeah, job's so far so good, matey. It's just a lot of challenge, you know. I've sort of been hired to do a role that the company is not ready for me to do yet, pretty much. Like, the maturity levels is not really there for me to be good at, for me to really, really excel at what I do. And Rengar, thanks for the 20 months. Are we winning?
Are we winning?
I'm always winning with wholesome hunks like everyone watching. Do you know what I mean? Facts. Always winning, boys. I'm always winning. Can't get any of the Nuln upgrades as any of the factions. Yeah, it's one of those classic cases of, you know, only specifically for the DLC units, the cool stuff happens. I should have been Spirit Leeching. I should have been Spirit Leeching. So a double 145 range. I shouldn't need to worry too much, because I think we should be okay to just for these guys to turn to the left on the Savage Orcs, like so. I'm slightly cautious of the fact that they're flanking the crap out of me now, but they should need to move together. Let's go here. Let's put you back. Let's pull these guys on the side. Let's pull these guys on the side as well. I'll tank a charge and then bait them over. It's one of the things you can do with skirmish cavalry is sort of tank a bit of a charge and then keep transitioning them towards where you want them to be. As for obvious reasons, there's no way in hell this army can withstand kind of the amount of savage orcs that they have. Wow, they're still trying to kill the savage orc lads. How's Elspeth affect her army? Good question. It's mainly the Imperial Gunnery stuff that she gets access to. She does a lot of really cool things with her unique mechanics. We serve Franz. Excuse me, you serve Elspeth. Elspeth, excuse me. The grudges are running rampant.
We serve the Emperor. Cavalry ready.
Guys, would you rather fight for Elspeth or would you rather fight for Franz? Who would you fight for? I've got a feeling I know who Jorah would fight for, though. Just a hunch. You guys fight for Franz? Do you want the artillery? Yeah, I feel like if I had to fight and do something, I would want to be an artillery crew, because it means I could be cowardly. No simming for Els at the end. Yeah. I mean, honestly, I'd probably fight for Franz. He is the Emperor, and he's pretty damn awesome what he does. I feel like Gelt would just sacrifice me for the sake of making money, though. Do you know what I mean? We serve the Empire. Yeah, I definitely think that, yeah. Gelt would 100% sacrifice me for just a little bit of gold. It's not for his own selfish studies. Yeah, it's funny he says that in a quote. But X for doubt there, do you know what I mean? It's almost like, since you've now said that, I now don't believe you. Do you know what I mean?
Our faith reinvigorated.
It was like, until you said that, I had no, like, idea that you would do that. But now you kind of make me think you're going to do that.
Elspeth Von Draken.
How annoying is this fort? It shouldn't be too bad, actually. We just need to get more experience. I think it's through the Graveyard Rose, right? Yeah, we get regeneration from there. Which is wild. Imagine this. Elspeth takes over from Isabel as the regeneration hero. That'd be mad. She's not the fairest of them all. Yeah, Leah, I was saying that earlier. That she looks like off the lassie from Dalmatians. And yeah, the engineer guys are really cool. Agreed. Poor Isabel, man. I remember Isabel being farmed so much in Warhammer 2. Like, I would see people's campaigns that they would show me, and then they would just legitimately have like sacking settlements of poor Isabel. Right.
Elspeth Von Draken.
Let's grab you as well. Can move you guys forward while we're murdering these. I probably should have gone with the cannons, honestly.
But a fraction of the greater struggle. Yet I know that this
It would be nice to get magical ranged attacks as well. We'll get there. I don't think... Yeah, I was going to say, I don't think the 43 guys will run, so we'll actually start shooting, because if they're getting shot at artillery, Normally they try and run away from it. We'll see though. It's gonna be the farm lord for his trait. Yeah, he definitely seems like he's got some really, really goddamn good... he's got one of the better traits from the pack. Yeah, +3 unit hero capacity. Excuse me, just in general is very, very good. It's definitely not something to pass up, really. Those poor units. It's a shame we're having to use archers at the moment. I should just Spirit Leech before we got to the melee line, honestly. That's kind of my bad. Doesn't matter. Nice. What's the defeat trait? I think some kind folk put it into the Discord, if I'm not mistaken. Let me go ahead and have a look, my friend. A lot of random chitter-chatter has happened since... since that was updated. So where is it? It's here. Explosive missile damage for the Lord Army +5%, and explosive missile radius +10%. So if you see here, these are the defeat traits that we know of. So Temakan, the hero capacity. Slayer Engineer is the artillery and missile strength, which is actually really good. It's a shame that most Autotide factions would actually want to get that. And then a Rose by any other name is explosive missile damage +5% and explosive missile radius 10%. Yeah, it's a shame that oftentimes the really good traits would be really beneficial for Autotide. Yeah, they really will.
Elspeth Von Draken.
It's one of those really interesting ones. Let's get Purple Sun, and then we might be able to start clearing out quite a lot of the gobos here. I think it should be that allying a legendary lord should give you the lord trait. Yeah, that'd be actually quite interesting, but I don't know then how you'd get that onto certain of your minor faction lords. Plunderers with that defeat trait would be very good, yep. But yeah, plus 10% missile strength own army is very, very good. Like, a lot of those are really strong. But yeah, people, I think it's Wumbo was saying that, do we think that the Tamakan's defeat trait is going to change? And it's one of those things where I feel like there's always going to be a certain trait that's way better than the others that people will have more interest in, right? I think that's just bound to happen, just as part of the design of the game and how it evolves. So I honestly don't think they'll... I'd be surprised if they nerf it. I'd be surprised if they nerf the trait, honestly. Have we both got... okay. Elspeth is the one with the mount. Shoot, we don't have cooldown... We don't have reductions of cost yet. Yeah, we don't have the reductions of cost on Elspeth yet, so it'll actually be quite hard to kill with the Purple Sun. Maybe it would have been better to get ourselves the one that does more damage. Fate of Buna. Fate of Buna might have been alright. Because yeah, how many would it be? It'd only be what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6-ish lords that would need the trait for it to be a doom stack of just heroes, which is kind of crazy if you think about it. And that is pretty damn strong. Alright, so make sure we're just leveraging all of my artillery, as you should never go into a fight without utilizing the majority of your tools. Because I aim to make them as weak as possible before I fight them. But if I'm going to be truly honest with you guys, the main problem I'm going to face is honestly their archers. Which sounds very strange to say, but there's nothing else that can really do too much damage to me here. Ah, bugger, did I go too close? I think I went too close. I went too close, oops. Let's get out of range of that. Oh, I should have been paying attention because that would have been nice. Yeah, the archer stack here would have been really nice. Maybe we risk it for the chocolate biscuit? If we get lucky and it moves that way. Oh, beautiful. Oh my. Oh my. That legitimately couldn't have gone any better. I feel like vortex spells like that, it's so RNG if you get something good from it. It's kind of funny. Literally playing Gachi at that point. Okay, nice. The next wall has been destroyed. I'm assuming this will... Yeah, I was just about to say, we'll probably get shot at if we move any closer. The troll's going to be annoying. So early access? It is indeed, matey. It is indeed. Alright. Nice. Cast-wise, where will I cast? Yeah, we'll cast the Dark Boys, why not? Because it should bounce off the wall. Yep. Right. Now, what we're going to do is bring the infantry line up and the archers up as well. I'm going to be intrigued to see how well we can get the outrider grenade launchers to function here. I feel like we should be able to get some hits off at least with the Hellstorm rocket batteries. We have no more access to the Purple Suns, but we should be able to utilize them at least a little bit more. Once we level up a little bit more. Yeah, once we get a couple levels in there, we'll be in a much better spot with it. Wow, the grenade launchers actually have higher range. All we need is a few of these guys to hit, and then these guys are probably going to rout.
Formation march!
I think we can probably just sort of really kind of cheese with these guys. Well, not necessarily cheese, but really utilize them to their full potential. Never mind, we're getting shot at by about a bazillion towers, which I completely forgot about because it's a fort. That's a classic. We should slowly make our way in now, at least. Yeah, about a bazillion of the towers just absolutely murdering us, but it should be fine. I wonder if towers are better in forts. See what I mean? Well, the good news is... Ooh, nice. Just focus all on the trolls, I suppose. I think we're here... Yeah, we're not actually getting shot at. Oh, we are. Shoot. Screw it. Might as well. Nice. The damage of the trolls made it cut over the threshold. Huge. I feel like it's definitely going to be pretty solid. Elspeth in general has a lot of ways of doing a lot of damage. Because her artillery stuff is pretty damn good. Name a troop, Ancestor Shamers. I do wonder how many of you guys just love watching me play dwarves because I do the voices and stuff. I got one really good defeat rate since she is the closest sort of side to actually tell me beside Greaser's troop. Savages, he called us, said we paint our horses like scarlet women from Tilia. I say he knows nothing of tradition, of the beauty of the Rota charging at the enemy, with their lances lowered. I also said these Tilian women'smen folk must be beautiful indeed. You love the voices stuff? Yeah. The voices are indeed the best part? Yeah, I thought you guys might like it.
There may be truths to uncover.
I thought you folks might like it.
Elspeth Von Draken. You join the host of the grave.
Let's try to get a little bit more melee front line there. Yeah, struggling a wee bit for cash because we spent a lot of money
Those Drathjar
on
must
the
envy
grenade
our
launcher guys.
invention.
I don't think they'll be able to take this turn war in one turn. Do we also not take penalties for going over Empire terrain? I hope so. I hope we're not going to get punished for walking over to try and kill Vlad for them. And them all to be like ungrateful buggers. You do? Okay. So only friends can do it. Okay. Yeah. I guess it kind of makes sense. He is literally the Emperor, so I get the vibe of him not being punished for it. But at the same time, it kind of sucks, you know?
The graveyard rose.
Right, the Gardens of Morr have been
Gardens of
created.
Morr are bastions of solitude in this dark world, where my arcane research and rapid transposition are made manifest.
Friendly or neutral Empire-owned settlements known to Elspeth can be selected here to construct up to 5 Gardens of Morr. Once constructed, Elspeth and her army can travel instantly to the selected Garden of Morr via a fast travel button. The Gardens of Morr also offer powerful buildings viewed in the province overview. Huh. Would I want to build it over here? It's interesting because I generally don't know what the best thing is to do there. Oh wow, I need to go tier 3. So I need to upgrade another 2 more stuff. And get 2 more handgunners in my army. Maybe it's a case of just recruit... I was going to say recruit another lord here. Range plus 15 for gunnery infantry and gunnery cavalry. Dude, that's actually kind of insane, no? That sounds pretty insane to me. The steam tank mount? Wait, they have steam tanks? Oh my god, they do. What level? Level 20. Like the new traits I've seen? Yeah, really good traits so far. Wow, you get some really good stuff.
I must study this.
Yeah, my army's just a bit janky right now.
I serve Sigma.
I really need more income.
Yes.
Steam tank mount is bonkers. Yeah, it is kind of crazy, I won't lie.
Celestial College implores that I hear you.
Damn it, I can't get agreement with them anymore.
What?
I'm not fighting Changeling. That would be a death sentence.
All right.
Render's gonna get killed. I don't know if the engineer has the steam tank available to them. I think the engineer only has the
Graveyard rose.
mechanical steed, yeah. Only the mechanical steed available to them.
Wielder of the pale
I can't go and attack,
side.
so I'll just sit in here. Because yeah, that would be crazy to have 20 steam tanks in an army. That'd be mad. So not sure what determines if a faction wants to trade with you or not. That's actually a really good question. So normally how trade functions is you can actually find out by checking the base island evaluation and hovering over us to this area over here. So distance is actually a factor. Even though we're actually not that far away from each other, they still have a -2, -0.2 onto that. And most factions will have a baseline evaluation. And that'll be dependent on your current diplomacy with them. The higher diplomacy you have with them, the more likely they are to trade with you, because they'll have a less breakdown. But when does this release to us mere mortals? This releases on the 30th, my friend. On the 30th, you will get access to the DLC. You can just without heroes. Yeah, but you can only have 4 lords in at once, right? You'd only be allowed 4 lords at once at that point. Yeah, I'll get Advisor to Nuln, screw it.
We are proud in
Want to do a dwarf
the
campaign, but I
empire
really want to
of
wait for the
our
DLC.
innovation. For the
Honestly, there's no harm in doing
real
doing a dwarf campaign now, and then you can see,
amethyst
you know, the difference.
magistrate.
You'll be able to get to see the amount that has changed.
Amethyst
Like for me,
mage.
it's a completely different experience. Oh, the normal steel tanks. I'm with you. Yep. But yeah, Camo Cowsy. I hope that answers your question. It's on the 30th, my matey. And Trickle, I'll name that in a sec. Sometimes it's good that if you play the campaigns before the really, really good updates, because honestly, you are generally playing a different campaign. I legitimately promise you, it is completely different. The dwarves you'll play and the dwarves that are now. Hey, Espen. Great, thank you. No worries.
Dark Lady of Nuln. I
Right.
will not.
Can we merge these together? We can.
Your time may be at an end.
Let's go ahead and attack the
For
settlement.
Wissenla-
Valiant defeat. Oh my. Let's give her it. The Frostfire. Weakness to fire damage. Oh my. This is shield wall. Yeah, the shield wall stuff is incredible. I'm very, very happy they've done that. I'm still very pleased that they've actually enabled it so you can actually save in Legendary. Has someone named your Hellstorm Rocket Battery? They haven't. But yeah, guys, I have actually confirmed Legend of Total War will be commentating on the, I think it's the 5th of May in our tournament. So yeah, no, 4th of May, excuse me. The 4th of May, may the 4th be with you. Legend of Total War has confirmed his availability with the tournament we're hosting, where you guys will get the chance to play. Which would be very, very, very cool. And there is a chance that we put up some kind of cash prize, loads of DLC stuff. Honestly, I want to make it one of the biggest tournaments that have been played in recent times. And I want to make it the most hype it can be as well. Obviously, I'm going to get really cool creators to come and stream alongside with me, so it needs to be hype alongside that as well. You know? So it either might be one of the biggest cash prize giveaways / giveaways to the winners. I'm experimenting to see what works, because obviously I've done many tournaments before, but obviously, you know, as a creator I'm a lot bigger now, so I'm conscious of the fact that I want people to make sure that they feel that they've been seen as part of joining the tournament. You know, that's the whole point. And most of the time people like to join, you know, to get on stream and be commentated on and stuff like that, you know. Is it me streaming from you or Legend Stream? It's my stream, and he'll be joining. Has one raised money for the prize? It would come from myself or whoever wants to give money towards it. Hey, Rota. 2 years ago from SFO? Yeah. So the DLC stuff probably would come from CA, and honestly the cash prize would come from myself. But like I said, I'm still figuring out the details on that one. Can you participate in the prize pool? What do you mean? Like, can you take... Yeah, you can win from the prize pool. So, super authentic. Honestly, Legend of Total War is a super cool dude. Like, you'd think that him being as big as he is would make him kind of, like, arrogant, but he's not. He's one of the most chill dudes you'll ever speak to. Legit, super humble, super chill dude.
Elspeth Von Draken.
I have legitimately nothing but nice things to say about him. Oh, if you can pitch into the prize pool. I mean, it depends, right? Because it's one of those things where, you know, when you involve a prize pool and people want to put towards it, you know, you want to make sure that you deliver a product that they're happy with, right? So I don't want to accept prize pools and then the stream, and then, like, there's not many people coming and things like that. You know, it's always a risk when you once you start taking money for that. But we'll see, we'll see. I guess it purely depends on how many people join. It would completely depend on how many people join. So that'd be pattern pending. Ooh, shoot, there's a lot of archers on the right flank here. Test from the countless interactions with them sending my disaster battles. Really? That's brilliant. Wow, they flanked me really hard here. They have flanked me so hard. The AI has definitely gotten a lot better at flanking. That's for damn sure. Because my goodness, the AI is good at flanking. Oops, shoot. Let's pass that there, sure. Yeah, Goblin Shatmers aren't very good in these kind of battle situations. Which is a good thing for me. Okay, not the best damage. Okay, never mind. Actually, very, very good damage. We got really lucky. It kind of turned back around. We take those. We absolutely take those. Oops. Oh, I see why. I didn't realize this was the end of the map. I was getting really confused why they weren't running away. Now they can definitely run away. That's fine. Now they definitely have the capacity to run away, which is good. Time for the update? Yeah, the update is looking hot. I feel like this is probably one of the most content that I've seen to implement in the game for free. Like, a lot of the free LC stuff is really good. It's really good free LC stuff coming through. And that's, like I said, that's what I love to see, you know? When the free content is dope.
Did they update the crap Empire race traits? BTLC browse.
And thank you for the prime, bud. Appreciate it. There's a lot of really good traits, indeed. A lot of really good traits coming through. Oh, and we've also got a Koi coming as a commentator. And Nerd Rage Fred has agreed to play as well. A lot of really cool dudes. What I'm going to try and do to make the tournament even more hype is speak to Turin and hope that Turin wants to join. Because then I can ask him to, like, invite really, really good people. And that's probably where the prize pool comes from. Or where the prize pool would come in. Is, like, professional players playing against each other.
Elspeth Von Draken.
I'm still thinking about how to make it work. Because I'm going to need my admin team, like my mod team and stuff to help me, and any volunteers and stuff like that. Am I playing? Nah, you got to give people the chance to win, you know? You got to give them a chance. Got to give people a chance, you know? I can't come in and just swoop the competition. Kappa?
Mage of Death.
Nah, I much rather play, I much rather commentate.
Conditions acceptable. We are Sigmar's heirs. Right.
Plus, trying to be entertaining and playing multiplayer is really hard. I've learnt my lesson when I was a top 3 streamer, or top 3 on the ladder. It was not easy. It was not an easy task, to tell you that for free. Oh my god, we just wiped out these poor swordsmen. Spearmen. Is it me, or the Hellstorm rocket batteries, like, actually try and aim for your own troops? Or is that me just huffing and puffing copium? Probably a bit of both, maybe. Probably a bit of both. Look, it's another God Chicken Felix page. God damn. Can Outriders fire over your inventory like in Sugar 2? They can, yep. They can indeed. Tasty grenade launchers? Yeah, the grenade launchers are unbelievably broken. I don't think I've seen a unit quite as OP as this in a while. Because it's pure AP as well. well, not pure AP, but it does a lot of AP. Like, pretty much, any time as the Empire you can put this into your army, you should try do so. Basically. But overall, do you guys think there's quite a lot of DLC? Do you think there's quite a lot of content for what you're paying for? As I think it's definitely a lot better than Shadows of Change. As a baseline, right?
Let us take it. There may be
I think
truths to uncover.
these guys will have no homes, so they'll attack whatever they can. But the good news is, obviously, the settlement's not walled, so they should be able to attack us. Let's go into Fate of Buna now. Go on Pure Magic. Ooh, Master of Ballistics. Is artillery or a war machine? Alright, make sure you're near them then. Yeah. Even for the update. Fair enough. Overpriced unit pack. Well, this one feels like you're getting unique factions to play. Yeah, definitely. I agree with that.
Amethyst Guardian.
Yeah, I think like the separate DLC stuff that they did is a very, very, very good thing.
Let me take a look at you.
Very happy to see that they did that. Ooh, so let's go to growth as well. Honestly,
What? Greetings, countrymen. I welcome your offer.
yeah, I could have got the trade agreement turn 1 without the off, which would have been smarter. But you never know. Honestly, knowing my luck, you'd have bloody ran towards me straight away. Let's upgrade the
Such boundless
Gunners
skill.
here.
I am impressed.
Yeah, the long rifles as well are involved with that. Ability to landmine. Hello. Hey, Emil. How many war crimes? Yes. All the war crimes. You feel like you're going to get value for your money, Element. That's good. That's good to hear. And yeah, play wars, don't everybody. I remember there's 2 more, and it was just last turn I couldn't afford them. Stay afloat. Do you think they'll get as far as a DLC pack? Hammersmith, Warhammer 3 is their bread and butter, and I honestly have full faith that they will utilize and keep this game going for as long as they can. As you got to remember, it probably will be in their best interest because Warhammer 3 will be their biggest moneymaker.
A moment of prayer.
Like, they make a lot of money from Warhammer 3, I'd assume. I've obviously got no understanding of the figures or anything like that. I've got no visibility into that. But I'd be surprised if they don't make a decent chunk of cash from Warhammer 3, right?
Has the hourglass
Right, so where would you even go now? There's Vlad?
Imperial Scholar.
Imperial Scholar.
Pursuit of knowledge.
Shame that the terrain is obviously really, really garbador. Wait, why did I get rid of 2
Work
units?
to
Oh yeah, I've
do.
got 3 handguns.
for
Yeah,
the
makes sense.
arena and Nuln.
Vlad or Scrag? Yeah, I feel like Scrag might try and attack me, but hopefully he'll be very busy with the Border Princes.
Lady of Shaiish.
I think what we're going to probably have to do with the handgunners is a bit of a death box. And then we're going to look into getting the rifled barrels. Until Warhammer 40, Total War 40k out. Honestly, there's no way that they're not making Total War 40k. I mean, they would have to be stupid not to try and attempt a Warhammer 40k, right? They're OP, you meant well balanced. Oh yeah, they're perfectly balanced with no exploits. Perfectly balanced with no exploits. Speaking of, one of the coolest things to probably happen to me. This is me fanboying a little bit. But definitely me being a wee bit of a fanboy here, boys. Not gonna lie to you. Not gonna lie to you. This is me fanboying a little bit. Look at this. Look who commented on one of my latest videos. The Spiffing Brit. Legit commented on my last video. And obviously I had to reply. You could say it's perfectly balanced and definitely not exploitable. Like, he's the GOAT, man. He's legit the GOAT. Like, we're talking about he is quite literally the GOAT of creating really funny and engaging content. And my dude commented on my video. Crazy. It's one of those really funny things where, as content creators, right? Sometimes it's one of those really funny things where, you know, I can be a fanboy, you know? I have people that I look up to, personally, that make content, and he is definitely one of them. And like Akoi very much was somebody I looked up to before I started speaking to him. You know, it's crazy.
Von Draken.
Right, thankfully we've got military access now, so it'll be easy to go kill Vlad.
Inspiration beckons.
Oh, before, yeah. Funny enough, that didn't come out how it should have done. I still think he's awesome. But obviously, you know, it's a different dynamic once you get to know somebody. You know?
Wielder of the pale scythe.
I really should think before I speak. God damn it. No, Akoi's a legend. I love Akoi so much. He's such a good guy. Oh man, that's you guys doing that. That's not even on me.
Yes.
That's your guys' bad, not mine.
And what can agree?
Right, let's get some money from the trade agreements here.
Honor to you.
And then that should mean we're trading 100% now, which we are good. So that hopefully... Oh, man, we are so close to getting an upgrade of tier 3 here.
Is it time?
Wow, he's killed him already? What a Giga Chad. I didn't think he would. He normally doesn't.
Champion of the dark.
Damn it.
One. What?
Stirland is at war with Vlad. I actually could probably declare war here. 1.5k is obviously not worth it, but should be fine for now. Good news is, hopefully we're able to put a stop to him going ham here. It's a shame I'm on Empire territory, but I'm not healing. You would assume that I would heal. Maybe that's just me, but you'd kind of assume you would heal. As part of being within the Empire. Because, you know, we're within a massive terrain here. And you'd think they'd be like, do you know what? They're men of the Empire. Or women of the Empire. Let's give them some beer as they come through. And thanks for the likes on the tubers stream. Appreciate you guys. You guys are the best. Oh, I regret declaring war on him. We could bait him, actually. Elspeth going ambush chance, James or Bates. Right, guys, do me a favour. Type in the chat, Vlad von Karstein sucks, and I will name you after this engineer lord. First one to type him gets named. Vlad von Karstein sucks. Boom. Whoever's first gets the name. Wait, can I reach him, actually? Alright, Play Wars is first.
Burdened with brilliance.
We get Play Wars in here, then. Play Wars or. Ooh, Martin, close, lad, close. Vlad von Karstein sucks at losing, honestly. Feels that way sometimes. What I could do here... Ooh, I can... If I go to here... Because you can see bottom left, right? See bottom left? 28 out of 138. That, in theory, even though it's 20%, I should be able to ambush. Yes. Because it's not the percentage, it's the movement points that matters. Alright? Alright? Remember that. It's important. That is a really big thing to remember.
Invention is my gift.
Very, very, very important factor to remember.
A land ship would be quicker. No.
Is there any buffs we can do to my army before we get absolutely battered by these guys? Upgrade cannons, I suppose. How many points is it? 25. The value is based on your movement points for the stance, not the percentage of movement range. The number, so 3 out of 11, I have 3 movement points. So if I had 26, be careful about it. Have the number that is capable of rounding up. So make sure you look for the movement range. Do not care about the stance. Yes, same thing, Cameron. It's the same for any of the stances. It's the movement point that matters. Alright? The movement point matters, nothing else.
Amethyst Mage.
So is this a weapon for this lad again? Okay. Oh, yeah, play was. What's it? You wanted it named? Boomer. In honor of Thronadal's warship and his humbling of the Battle Group 7. Love that. Okay. So we've completed the tier 1 now, Pog. So what do we need to do for tier 2? So tier 2, kill 1,500. We've built the tier 3 for Foundry, and then we've done 5. Okay.
Lady of
So hopefully we're okay here. We are opening ourselves up to a potential hazard. Isabel doesn't look like she's on a flying mount, which is actually a bad thing for me. And the reason I say that is actually quite interesting, because the vampires are notorious for just running at you and dying. Well, flying at you and dying. I mean, everyone knows Manfred von Carstein. Manfred von Carstein has forever just come straight to you and just let you shoot him to death. I'm doing well, Dizzy. How are you, buddy? Right, let's see how this goes, because obviously Play Wars is going to look mighty fine for Vlad. And what this enables is that only one of the armies comes and attacks me instead of both. Okay, that's one of the armies. Not the army we're looking for. I'm not going to auto-resolve this one, purely because of the fact that I'm very worried that we're going to take a lot more casualties than one would have expected. You used it as bait meat. I mean, you could use the terminology that Play Wars. That is certain terminology you could technically use. I would more so, change the script of that one. Probably say something along the lines of, you are leading the charge head on, Do you know what I mean? You're not cowardly. You're trying to take a very aggressive approach, You are wary of the dangers. Heroic vanguard action. Exactly. Took the words right out of my mouth. See, let's change the script there, Also, I'm not going to do any damage with the Hellstorm rocket battery if I don't put them down here. I'm not going to do any damage unless they're down there. Ooh, the doggos are here. So the triple dog situation is there. We'll do a lot of damage on this side. Do you have any grave guards? No, you don't. When we get a potion of strength, it's not exactly the best thing for a wizard. Of that I cannot lie. Just because they're letting you pass doesn't mean they'll pay for your breakfast. That's valid. Valid point. Let's just make sure we're taking elevation, as we've also got a lot of ranged units now. Good news is, with the undead, is they're hella slow. Huzzah! Huzzah! They're hella slow. So one thing people tend to do badly, I say this all the time in sieges, and ambushes specifically, excuse me, do not overextend yourself. Truly. Fight what's easiest for you to murder very quickly, right? You should not be in situations where you're spreading yourselves too thin and making your job impossible. Just fight whatever's closest to you and kill whatever you can that's within a reasonable range towards you. Because in ambushes specifically, it is so unbelievably easy to just try and fight too many units at once. And what happens there? You just put yourself in a situation where you're not going to kill as many as you potentially could have done. So always be wary of that. Focus and consolidate your forces on one specific point of the army. Because what's going to happen? Either you handshake and then you kill tons of their army, like half of it, with very minimal casualties. Fantastic, even if they've gone away. Even if they run away at that point, you're like, that's a dub to me because I've done a lot of damage to them. It's all about thinking about the risk versus reward scenario, right? And right here, we are taking very minimal damage because I've set up all of my units to do the maximum damage that they can. And that right there is the important factor. That right there is the important factor. Now what I'm going to do is the leadership minus 16 on there just to get them killed. Only works if their units are better than yours. Yeah, agreed. Like, if you have significantly better units, absolutely you can spread all the way across to everything. But even then, you know, you don't really want to run the risk of losing loads of troops. What we'll do is we'll get these guys in a better spot. Once they have routed off the battlefield, I think Amnos bonus will probably kick in. The good news is here is these guys are they're actually pretty fantastic at shooting over. Let me just check to make sure that these don't friendly fire too much. Yeah, their accuracy is actually relatively good, so let's have a look. Yeah, wow, that's really good accuracy, honestly. Right, reinforcements arrived. Oh my goodness. Play Wars is here to save the day! Thank goodness Play Wars is here. And Amlos's bonus is happening. Thanks, Play Wars. Couldn't have done it without you, pal. Couldn't have done it without you, pal. So yeah, we lost 95, but the battle will give us replenishment because of Praise Sigmar, my friends. Praise Sigmar and the Helden Hammer. The threshold of what we get access to won't really change too much, though. I don't believe we're going to change too much through what we get access to. Sigmar Sailors. Honestly, I'm really immature, but every time I hear, like, with the Sigmar stuff, anytime one of the characters says something to do with Sigmar, it sounds like Sigma balls. Surely that's not just me. Surely that's not just me being immature. Surely that's not me just being immature. And you guys hear that too. What's the difficulty level? Legendary very hard, Velican. I only ever play the hardest difficulty, my friend. I will only ever play the hardest difficulty. Yeah. I have only ever played the hardest difficulty. Let me check. That's a good point. I'll put on in the chat. I'll put it in the title. Thank you, buddy. Yeah, only ever play Legendary. So yeah, wow, 19%. That army healed me. Crap, you're being attacked first. That's not good at all. I have to retreat. Wait, I only have 20 wins of reserves? Well, good luck, have fun. Is it still an embargo? No, Tarumakan is you can play him. I know Mercy the Mad's playing him. If you're interested in watching that, Mercy is playing him, I believe. Right, I'm gonna have to really take advantage of terrain here. We have a lot of handgunners, which is really good. The handgunners should help a lot. The spirit leeches should help a lot, but we have very low reserves, which is sad. The only flying units is obviously the bats and these dudes, so the vanguys, so should be okay. Right. Elevation-wise, this is actually pretty damn good. We can actually set up here with the handgunners, and same here. Yep, this could be where we set up. Because I can put the handgunners on a little lower level, so they don't get friendly fired. And we can set up around here. Archers on the lower level. Infantry on the other lower level. We can probably use these guys as back killers. And then we've got elevation on the side there. This should be a really nice... So one of the biggest tips I'll give you as well is look at what your unit can shoot at. So right now my cannons can't really shoot anything down here. So what I should do, accordingly, is just move them a little bit closer, and now they have full line of sight of anything down this battlefield now. But what I'll probably want to do is spread them out a little bit like that, so they have a better field of view. So I'm going to move you guys up. Okay, so the mage is actually flying, which is good to know. Wow, you wasted that. Oh my god, this is actually huge. I'm going to stop them from firing for now. Let me find if there's any graveguards. Boom. I wish you could see the graveguards better. Maybe that's just me, but I honestly can't tell the graveguards very easily. Yeah, Spirit Leech coming through. Keep pulling back. And then every single one of my Handgunner units now absolutely pepper Isabel right now. We just friendly fired all of that. Dude, I wish I had some way of freezing her. Huge if I could freeze her right now. Let me guard mode real quick, we're gonna have to. Come on. It's the fact that she's moving so goddamn fast is the problem here. Here we go. Because what the annoying thing is, what my units will be doing is shooting the last known location of the AI. It's what they do annoyingly. Last known location is where your ranged units will shoot. Right, Isabel's down. Oh wow, boys. What's going on here? Get you back in position, lads. And let's get ready for the flank. Holy ballsack! I think the cannon just shot Elspeth. I think the cannon just absolutely rocked Elspeth's world. Jesus. Good news is we can obviously have multiple of these guys shooting at once and protecting each other. Gonna make Vlad very angry. Yeah, I mean his wife is dead. I would expect him to be relatively peeved off about that. I would be relatively peeved off. There we go. She was dead already. Facts, honestly. She was. Ideally, we'd be shooting Vlad right now, so maybe we can bait him out. Maybe we can bait him out a little bit here. Oh my god, the black coach is crushing my backline. Can anyone shoot the black coach before it becomes a bit of more of a problem? Shoot, I completely forgot about these guys for a split second there. Classic battlesy situation there. Hopefully we'll be able to deal with the backline here. We still have a really nice availability of access into the backline here at least. Vlad's still hell-bent on trying to murder me. Honestly, the black coach is such a bad unit. I don't think I've ever seen the black coach do well. Is that just me, guys? Is that only me? Am I the only person that's never seen the black coach do well? Like, I actively avoid recruiting them like the plague. I just don't think they're good. But maybe that's just me. Also, this is what Grimgor feels like every time you kite him. Like, I have no reason to try and fight him. I use the black coach right? Yeah, that's fair. I still don't think they're very good. I think I would rather have a different unit than what they do. It's like you're actively making your job and life harder recruiting them. IMO. Nice, almost bonus kicked in. Super easy fight, good stuff. Is he out gonna I was gonna say, I have actually seen Vlad out heal Amnos bonus. It's ridiculous. If you micro it, but it can be strong, not worth the time to be honest. Yeah, but the problem is, it's like in sieges, it's so bad. Do what I can scave it. Yeah, I guess it's probably a critical factor of mass. Depending on the mass of the unit. Gives him super speed and physical protect. I feel like you'd have to be careful because Vlad would become really strong in that respect, Robin. But I guess it would be cool for campaign. But then again, if you were to have to fight that, would you be happy about it? Because isn't he already quite difficult to kill? Do you know what I mean? You got to be really careful what that implies against... yeah, you got to be really, really careful what it applies against newer players and stuff, right? It was sort of why I believe Helman Ghost was nerfed, specifically. Helman Ghost was nerfed because a lot of people want to play Kugath, but they struggled to beat him. So Helman Ghost got his Mortis engine taken away. And he's had that for ages. Right. Thankfully he's dead. Potion of Toughness is not too bad.
Our faith reinvigorated.
No worries, play. Well, take it easy. Right, nice. We defeated Vlad, took out his first army. It'd be dope if Isabel then takes control of his army. What happens? Do you get 2 regenerations? I don't think it's possible, right? It's the same technical buff.
The mysteries of the arcane.
It's tall walls. Yeah, I'm not doing that.
I will unlock their power.
Level 13,
Elspeth
so we're getting
Von
access
Draken
closer to what we were looking for. Unsettling thing. Do you know what? I'm going to go with the regeneration now, because it's just going to be hella useful. Negates magical weapons. Interesting. Empire capacity of engineer. Keep reduction of gunnery units. I'm inclined to do that, because it's going to save me money.
Amethyst mage.
Increasing range, and we're going to go with material shot.
Master engineer.
You can go with Ramage to keep up
Upgrades
with
are vital.
Elspeth.
I've calculated the best route.
For
Make sure we're
Nuln,
attacking together.
for
I think
the
I should have enough movement to
Empire.
go for... Wait, what? I don't have enough movement to attack him there?
The
I'll take this instead
scythe
then.
incorporeal.
Oh, I've got the regeneration for the Lord now. Lord or hero.
Their end is inevitable. Lady of Shaiish.
Yeah, that's some really, really strong stuff. Right, with Vlad's passing there, we actually might be in a good situation to take all this back for us. I could build another garden, but I don't really necessarily want to just yet. So we could... So we are in number 2 now. Ammunition plus 25%, reload time reductions. Why not? We've got quite a lot of unit.
Every blade and bullet will find its mark.
Regen's nice. Yeah.
My
Getting the
strategies
regeneration's
are
going to be huge.
impeccable.
Halfling FLC would be awesome. Halflings would be cool to have. I mean, we have the settlements already. The moot is where the halflings are. So we do have the ability to do that. Be very cool to see if they do. Let's upgrade this one to put marbles in there. We'll do the same over here in Dottenbach. Let's get some more trade agreements and stuff going. Because the moot's going to be really good once we get enough growth to get resources as well. And we also want to make this settlement upgraded so we can put the wines in there as well. We will become quite the powerhouse for trading.
Yes.
Which is going to be good. Might be able to declare war on the Black Tribe.
Come.
Wow, Franz really wants to finish his meal for himself, doesn't he? He really just wants to finish his own meals there.
A land ship would be quicker.
Fair enough. Right, so what more do we need to do? So we need to kill a couple more units. We need the tier 3 foundry now. Oh, we actually are going to upgrade and lock amethyst units if we do this. So we're going to need to keep performing these, kill the units, and then get the tier 3 in there. So we might want to take away this. But no, we're going to get access to it in a sec. Just probably the long rifles and that are going to be nice. That is a really, really incredible tier 3.
I'll have your soul.
Really incredible tier 3.
Sigma's will. This action does not
I'm
have
just
my
surprised
consent.
Franz is being such a doo-doo head. Maybe it's because of the fact that he's got some trade agreements as is. Which could be a problem. Wait, how do I confederate mana?
Welcome, my
Oh, I
countrymen.
can confederate through conventional means of the
My
diplomacy
sig-
screen.
It is good to see fellow sons of the Empire this day.
Wait, Flensburg has been taken. We have military presence of 5, so there's an army of 10 in there. I can't afford to confederate them. I cannot afford to confederate them. We don't have enough money for that. With us protecting Stirland, I would assume they will confederate naturally anyway. The ansets are cool. A lot of hammer damage. Yeah, they are true. Maybe you can give money first. They can't. I don't believe you can ask for money in diplomacy anymore, if I'm not mistaken, lads. They got rid of that a long time ago. Because what used to happen is you would be given like bloody like I remember one time. This is when I remembered hating it like crazy. I remember I legitimately had to spend, I think, like 500k confederating somebody,
For Sigmar and Verena.
and I was like, this is BS.
The other
But I'm having to spend 500k to confederate you.
Expert in innovation. In search of answers.
Imperial system. I think the Imperial system is reasonably okay for Elspeth specifically because your responsibilities are aligned to what the Empire needs. Whereas Franz has to go and kill things in the south, which makes his job a lot harder in relation to making people happy. So I feel like Elspeth can get high Imperial authority, whereas Franz specifically kind of suffers in that regard.
This belongs in
Purely because of the fact that you have to spend time, you know, defending in the south. Like, Franz has to take all over this and kill Kemmler. Like, you kind of have to kill Kemmler. And then you kind of have to kill the Gobos over here. And then you kind of have to kill Festus. And you need to kill Vlad at the same time. Whereas I don't have all that responsibility. I just have to kill Vlad, really.
Invention is my
You know, I have a lot less that I have to do. Have a lot less that I have to do.
ever upwards, eh?
For Verena and Nuln.
Which is obviously big, right? Helps so much when you don't have to do a ton of stuff. Like, my victory condition as well is just killing Vlad and Festus. And I can do that quite easily. Even 300 gold is good, I guess. Yeah, it depends on how much they like me. If they would give me a gift or not. I hope his friends you have to kill Vlad less now. You still have to kill Vlad. You still definitely have to pay attention to him. Nice, another agreement. I don't know how they keep managing to do this.
A poor outlook indeed.
I don't know how they keep managing to attack that specific guy when we're right. Oh, they sieged the settlement and then attacked him on the outside. AI must be... The AI is getting pretty smart. If they're attacking the settlement to stop Elspeth from reinforcing... Wood Elves decided to get you territory because of reasons? Yeah, the Wood Elves are interesting as well. Wow, the Blood Knights survived.
Work to do. Inspiration beckons.
Send these spirits to
Damn it.
Morr's realm.
Yeah, you go to mortal lands, you muppet.
My inventions will lead the Empire into a new...
Yeah, it's annoying that Elspeth is the only one that doesn't take attrition. I mean... It's mainly a zombie stack, so...
Empire, either side of the grave.
Yeah.
Amethyst Guardian.
And then what I'm going to do is a little cheeky trick for you wonderful folks to watch. Watch this, boys. Lock it in, alright? Lock it in. You're a bear witness to some epic strategies here. So we know as a fact this guy's going to run away, right? I mean, there's no doubt, or there's no shadow of doubt in our mind this guy's going to run away from us. Right? So, what you want to do, we've shown it before, attack him, and then once you get into the zone of control of this unit, backspace, just like that. Now, he can't run away from us, as I'm in the zone of control of his army. So you can see, I have no other action apart from attacking him. Which is exactly what the AI now has. I can't move unless I attack. So this will lock him in to fighting me. Which means that next turn I can kill him guaranteed. And that means I can take the settlement without any worry that we're going to be bamboozled, right?
For the Empire.
So it makes it super easy.
Victory carried on
Makes
the
it nice and easy,
wings of
as that's what we want to do. Sylvania is in a lot of trouble, honestly. Where you'll be able to take this out quite easily. You might need to take the settlement and move this way up, but I think from here you can attack each settlement one by one. And now we'll go ahead and... A rebellion's going to happen here, but I'm fine for that to happen. It'll help recover the public order. Ooh, although that'll have some good units in it because of the fact that there's a military building in there. So rebellions are scaled off of military buildings. So you got to keep that in mind. Rebellions scale off of how many military buildings are in the settlement of where it's rebelling.
No, I will not talk with you.
Peace treaty, you coward. Vlad, you goddamn coward. Did it give infinite movement, Barrow? Yes, you used to be able to do infinite movement. It was basically by... I think it was recruiting them, reloading the save. And so, yeah. So now you can see here, I attack. He runs away, which is obviously guaranteed. He runs away very far. Wow. And then we can just murder him. I'll attack the settlement now, then.
A moment of prayer.
Thank goodness for praising Sigmar, boys.
Darkness upon our foes.
Oh, the Grundle's Defenders Spearmen looked really nice.
Is inevitable.
In Warhammer 2, you could spam backspace when not in your turn to prevent AI from moving. That is brilliant. I didn't know that was a thing.
Dark Lady of Nuln.
Yeah, I don't remember that. That is absolutely brilliant.
May be at an end. Join
Let's get a spearman in there.
the pillars of the world.
Oh, we got a dragon now. Huge.
Amethyst
That's perfect timing for fighting Vlad. I'll tell you that for free. That is perfect timing. Oh, we got a Doomfire ring. So we get a lot of really cool ancillaries for the army. A lot of very cool ancillaries here.
I must keep my weakness for arcane trinkets in check.
Survivors for now.
Rider of the Dragon in Carmine.
I think Castle Drakenhof is obviously the target here. My army's not the best for taking it over, but thankfully Elspeth is going to be an absolute unit now with that dragon. Yeah. Wow, that is such a good spell for the Dragony. I mean, we don't even need Purge of the Foul, honestly. Excuse me, Purge of the Foul. We really don't need it. I think since this only gives leadership and melee attack, and we're not really relying on our melee units here. And Dag, I believe so, yeah. Hop in nerds, we're praising Sigmar all day, every day. If you can praise Sigmar, you must do it.
Innovation.
Sigmar is love, Sigmar is life. Yeah, so look at this, the rebellion's actually going to be really strong here. I might need to put another Empire. I might need to put a Lord here, honestly. Just to make sure we don't lose it. Machines of the Empire pretty good. Yeah, all the machines of the Empire, that's steam tanks and all that kind of stuff, very strong. Very strong. Steam tanks are really good. Really, really good. Did they ever fix the desync bugs for multiplayer campaigns? Just curious, since I might make a comeback to Warhammer 3. Last played last year. A lot of the desyncing stuff has been fixed yet. Who's my favourite knightly order, lore-wise? Interesting question.
I have torn myself from my studies.
It's hard to say.
Chaos will always.
Because my knowledge regarding, like, the knightly orders and things like that is very limited. But you get Gotchick and Felix. So what I'll do is I'll do the Una reverse card. Massis, what is your favourite?
Lady of Shaiish.
Oh, of course, we don't take attrition, so we can just go in ambush stance and walk over.
Be as a rose in the graveyard of our
Wait, no one's in Castle Drakenhof? It's only a tier 3 though, it's annoying. So wait, can I can put a garden around the Empire and then just jump over, can't I? Let me build one here. So we've got to fast travel to this location. What else can I make here? Allows the... Wait, we can recruit from here? Unlocks the Knights of Morr. We can recruit Amethyst Wizards. Interesting. It provides the garrison. Eh? Huh? Wait, as the dragon flies. Yeah, constructing it. We did do that. We have constructed it, yep.
Dark Lady of Nuln.
Wait, Mordheim might be alright. We might be helping Helmut to survive here.
Rider.
Approach us, friend.
Be a bloody miracle if he does. Right, I wonder if Stirline will still confederate.
It's good
Oh, they
to
will.
see fellow sons of the Empire this day.
It's a shame I can't get money from him. What happens if I do this? Demand payment? 3k? Yeah, then Confederation goes away. Sometimes if you do something like this, Defensive Alliance, payments, demand payment, then you take that away. Sometimes it used to give it...
It is good
Yeah,
to see fellow
sometimes
sons
getting
I
alliances
will.
though, they feel safer. Yeah, there you go. Hopefully the changeling doesn't attack us. Wait, you're kidding me, there's a rebellion here as well. Oh my god, it's going to be insane rebellion. There's 2 military buildings in here. Bro, the AI is having an absolute laugh.
Live to serve the Emperor, burdened with brilliance.
No bloody wonder the AI struggles so much sometimes. Jesus, like... 101, guys.
Shock right off.
Rules 101 here, Chief. These look really cool. I like the look of them. Get some Sigmar Sons in there to protect the line. Let's get Marble in there to increase trade. Upgrade that as well. Can't upgrade that when we have the money. Would love to get this building in there because obviously how much money we'll make. But we'll take it after Vlad's. We'll probably loot and occupy it. Military lines don't stop you from converting anymore. Jasper, funny enough, that's actually a misconception since the early Warhammers. Military alliance actually never decreased your chance to confederate. It was a myth that it did. But yeah, they never decreased your chance to confederate. Now they actually increase the chance to confederate because you can steal armies from them.
Wittenland can wait. Our meet.
Right, you going against Scrag does not fill me with confidence here, Everland. Vampires? Absolutely. Give that halfling a request. Nuln's been besieged.
The other side beckons.
Let us see if this is okay. It is. Good.
Test our mettle against them.
My inventions serve the Empire.
Okay.
For Sigmar and Verena.
Seed of Rebirth, nice. Deal 7 superpower level went up, but maybe that wasn't true. Yeah, that was it was a misconception. It's really funny how stuff like that happens. Also, Burning Head doesn't sound too bad here. But remember, guys, if you do have a Burning Head, go see the doctors. Yeah, Yeti. So far, it's so good. Oh, Franz is honestly the main one that has the majority of the Empire reworks. Gelt and Franz, for free LC specifically, have had a lot of changes. They have had an insane amount of changes. I fell in love with the Knights of the Knights of the Blazing Sun are amazing. Yeah, agreed. Everlasting Light. Yeah, I would say Knights of the Blazing Sun because I really like them inside the game as well. The units are so... Like, what I love about the Knights of the Blazing Sun is they're so unique to their purpose. Like, I feel like when you recruit them and you're fighting against Throg, they're so good against Throg. My god, Throg has a hard time fighting him. Franz and Elspeth's co-op campaign seems like it would blast. Yeah, I think the only difficulty there is you kind of share territory, you know? You would compete for certain settlements that are the same.
Elspeth Von
But apart from that, agreed. Because Franz would then, after going south to kill Kemmler, would then come back to kill Vlad, right? And obviously Elspeth's job is to do that. But yeah, I definitely would agree.
The ground quakes.
Right, the good news for me is
Sputters the target.
vampires have no range units. Apart from the Sylvanian dudes, but they suck.
Elspeth Von Draken. By scythe and spirit, we will cut our foes asunder. It is time we ushered them over the threshold unto death.
Right, let me just do backspace and fire at will, just so the Hellstorm rocket batteries can shoot whatever they're able to. See the cannons on the walls. Wow, the grenade launchers are a lot better at firing than I expect them to be. Wait, how close is their range? Wait, can I shoot over here and shoot their... Oh, wait, hold on. Their captain unit isn't the Graveguard? There's multiple Graveguards to just choose from as well. That's an interesting choice. Interesting choice indeed. This side is indestructible, but should be able to get some good hits onto the Graveyards up here. Wait, I've just realized these guys are rank 9s already. That's crazy. They've not even been in my army the longest. They've like kind of only just gotten in my army. I think once you average 700 or so kills per fight, it makes sense that they've leveled up as fast as they have. Makes perfect sense, really. They do normally kill a lot of stuff. I think this is probably one of the strongest units that the reworkers brought forward. These grenade launchers are crazy good. Because it's mainly armor piercing. That's what makes them so goddamn good. Just insane amounts of armor piercing. Let me take them on elevation as well, actually, here. Wow, killed a ton of the Graveguards from falling as well. Alright, let's go ahead and see what Elspeth can do. Don't think they changed it all this patch. No, they did massively. So these guys are armor piercing. These guys have an insane amount of armor piercing, right? That's the main factor. Whereas the grenade launchers, the normal grenade launchers, don't have armor piercing. They're not mainly armor piercing, and so the new dudes are doing near enough true damage. And that's what makes them so good OPM. And hey, dude. It's more so that they have a lot of armor piercing, and that's specifically what makes them good. Ooh, Graveguard. Okay, so let's just catch the machine. We are murdering them, Libby, excuse me. Have I tried the Outriders? What, the normal Outriders? No, I haven't given them a try. Haven't given them a shot. I'm guessing it's worth doing it. And Immortal Ash, thank you for the raid. Hope you had a good stream. Much love to you. Hope you had a great stream. The AP ones. Yeah, the ones with shotguns. How was your stream, Immortal Ash? Good to see it. Hope you're doing well. Do you mean with the shotguns, right? I feel like it looks like they're basically like shotguns. Gun launchers always had the AP since they were introduced in Warhammer 2. Oh, really? I feel like they definitely feel a lot stronger than they used to be. I feel like they've increased the damage. I feel like they've increased the damage or something. Because I don't remember these guys being as strong as they are now. That's kind of like my thing, right? You're playing Warhammer 1? Oh, nice. Alright, let's kill these Vargas. Kill the Vargulf. Continuing the murdering. Wait, I don't think Vargulfs have healing. Yeah, the only healing they have is inside of combat. But yeah, OPM, I'll have to try them out. Hey, Honey Nuts, I used the grenade launchers a few months ago. They're absolute beasts. Oh, really? Are they just such insanely good units? Maybe I just haven't played them enough recently. Maybe Elspeth makes them better? Possibly. Because 80 missile strength and 61, she does. She makes them better. So 61 missile strength, and we have 80 right now. But even then, with Vlad, they were so good. Even with Vlad, they felt so good. I'm not sure what's going on there. Alright. Yeah, you Crazy Dutch from Twitch, by the way? I'm watching a lot more on YouTube lately. Oh, no worries, man. Appreciate you watching. Thank you for watching on either platform. Right, might as well use my regeneration, eh, folks? If I've got regeneration, I might as well use it. And yo, Morr, Lash, take it easy. Thanks for the raid again. Appreciate you. Oh god, the bats are kicking my ass. Wait, did the bats... Wait, they came out of combat and then came back into combat because they knew a spell was coming after them. Yo, that's kind of wild, no? Well, that's actually kind of insane. That they had the awareness that a spell was happening on them. They came out and then came back on us. I feel like bats, like something... These guys are eating... Like, these bats are eating something. Do you know what I mean? They're on something. That's all I gotta say. These bats are goddamn on something. I don't know what it is, but they're on... What are they feeding these bats, is all I gotta say. As they are kicking my butt. Like, a big dragon is losing against a wee bat. Can I move closer to try and kill it? I don't think the Black Knights need to worry about too much. Like, we're kind of struggling to kill them. There you go. They're feeding on Warpstone? It feels like that. Honestly, wouldn't surprise me. It would not surprise me. I'm going to stop fighting for a second. And what we'll do is we'll actually start moving units into the gaps here. And then use the cannon to destroy into the wall. I'd rather let Elspeth heal up fully. As Elspeth goes up to full again, my balance of power will obviously increase. Because a lot of balance of power will be within Elspeth right now. Let me check out... Ooh, strong versus single combatant. Maybe against the cavalry it'll be good then? $250. Heavy amounts of explosive. Wow, they're running away. Oh wow, it does look like it'd be good. How does she have access to regen? It's in her tree. She gets access to regeneration through her tech. Like through her skill tree, excuse me. And she gets regeneration banner as well. It's kind of cracked, honestly. She has a regeneration banner, and she has regeneration, so she can give somebody in her. She can give a lord or well, she can give a hero or an army regeneration too. It's kind of wild. I'm not sure what we can shoot at, but as long as we can shoot something, I don't really care. Alright, next up we'll bring the archers up. Alright, 59 damage here. Let's just shoot from here. And then run away if we need to. Looks like the lads are a bit camera shy at the moment. There we go. Let's get Elspeth in there. She should be tanky enough now to be to just withstand them. Good. Yeah, I feel like the iron sides are struggling to get hits in here. It looks like. It looks like she's struggling with it. I guess probably plug the hole with another handgunner. Pull you guys back. Use the archers to kill these guys. Is that ammo bonus? Yes, it is. Nice. Really keen, really nice and clean fight. You got to be very careful when it comes to wasting too many resources. You know, when you've got a lot of artillery and you've got a lot of gunpowder, you just got to play it a little bit slower than usual. You know, don't go too crazy. Play it as slow as you need to. You love dwarves? Yeah, me too.
Do not shame your ancestors, damn brethren.
Looking forward to the campaign DLCs next week. Yeah, man. Love that. Yeah, because what's it called? Repeater gun, right? Repeater crossbow? Handgun repeater crossbow, something like that. I can't remember the terminology, but that is the weapon they should have. The repeater shotgun or whatever it is. I know that's what they should be using. Like the shotgun cavalry. Do dwarves get random slayers? No, they don't. Wards, good question. They don't get access to anything like that anymore. The way that the grudge works is different. The way the grudge system works is completely different now. Did you get damage in on Elspeth? Yeah, seems that one. Elspeth was not pleased with that. 7 losses to take Castle Drakenhof is not a bad effort. Ooh, we actually do need the library. Wow, they have nerfed gold. That is crazy. It gives less money than the weaving house. That is wild how bad that is. It's not even worth using. 600. Oh, okay. It does scale harder than... Okay, so it goes 250, 375, 500. This goes to 600. Okay, okay. Consider me wrong. Look at the roads building. Wow, local recruitment duration reduced. That's kind of crazy. So, as you start scaling into the later stages of the game, you can get access into a lot quicker armies. The main one I'm looking forward to trying is the steam tanks. Steam tanks are absolutely correct.
Elspeth Von Draken.
Get grudges units based on the previous age of reckoning. Yeah, it's more so you don't get them random right now. Nice change, yeah, definitely a good change. It's sometimes one of those things where they'll make a change that's really good, and you're like, how come it didn't always exist? That's such a good idea. Right, what else can we buff up here? We're still waiting on the tier 2. We're still waiting to build that. We're still waiting to do some upgrades here. We might just want to do a couple 350s here. No, we could upgrade that, actually. We still need to do 3 more upgrades and the foundry building, which will be happening in Nuln. So that'll upgrade next turn. Can we destroy this army with an AR? We cannot. But surely fighting this will be fine. Actually, there's some really good units in there. Right, you can get your bud inside the settlement now. They'll probably siege us next turn, we'll be fine. Let's get some gold. Damn it, I can't do that one.
Rider of the Dragon in Carmine.
Let us go ahead and respec Play Wars, just so he doesn't get killed here. Vlad is most likely going to attack our settlements. If Vlad wants to do a trade of settlements, I'm absolutely okay with that. Wow, look at that. The garrison's insane in here. That's really cool. You can do this to try and defend the Empire. That also means we can recruit globally better. Unless we need to be in there specifically. Eco's Harbor right now? Yeah, it's only because of the fact that we've got a secondary army running it.
Ready to serve.
This guy's costing us 1.1k, but it's because we confederated into it.
Pioneer of
And obviously we've got another lord here, which you can get rid of now, actually.
No finer commander, sir.
We do have an Empire Captain that we probably won't want to use.
Take them before they
Unless they
get
want to be a
battle.
map.
How should we proceed?
I mean, he's making a hard point for me to keep him. Do you know what I mean? He's doing a good job for me to want to keep him. Bugger. We want to get the wine market in here. Also, hold on, guys. The doggy wants to say hello. Oh, here we go. Hey, the little pupper wants to say hello. Guys, everybody say hi to the pupper. She's called Freya. She's a little pupper. She's my beautiful little cocker spaniel. And she has a heart of gold. And yeah, this is what we were expecting. Won't we, Freya? Hey? We called this, didn't we? We called it because we knew he'd attack us, so that's why we disbanded our lord, wasn't it? Yes, that's why we disbanded the lord. Right. Such a cute dog? Yeah, she's such a beautiful dog. She has a really, really good coat. Like, her coat is so soft. Right. We'll wait until you guys like me more for deals. For the deals we're looking for, we'll get a little bit more. Get a little bit more bang for the buck, as they say. I'm surprised they're still not sieging me. Right, so
Lady of Shaiish, for Nuln,
I think we attacked Ashen
for
now.
the Empire. The other side beckons.
Nice.
Let us
I don't really want to
take
loot
it.
and occupy because it feels like a
There
bit of
may
a
be
waste.
truths to uncover.
Ooh, the Hergig Jägerkorps. Hoshland long rifles. Let's get some more growth in there, as we do need to get this to tier 3 as soon as possible.
Von
Thankfully, we're going to
Draken,
increase our income. Let's get Route Marcher just in case
the
we're in need of it.
graveyard rose.
Let's get some of this bad boy. Basic ammunition gains increased range and armor piercing. Gains its short range explosive demo ammunition switch. Oh, wow. It's in here. They basically made it so you could have local recruitment duration reduction and stuff like that. And the global recruitment duration reduce. So when you're recruiting in this province, you'll be able to recruit high tier stuff way easier.
I serve the Helden Hammer.
Hmm.
No,
Thankfully, there's no military buildings in here, so we should be okay.
the Empire.
Wait, this guy's gonna cost me a minute, looks like. It's pretty sweet. Yeah, it is. Well, changelings below Castle Drakenhof, okay. I'll have a little look ski. I'll have a peek what that little rascal's doing. I will peek on that rascal. Gar Snagorned has been a little rascal. He is being a rascal and a half.
The Empire is torn asunder.
Ooh, Zulfar's at war with the changeling. He's welcome to go fight him if he wants. Is there any building that gives recruitment slots? Fantastic question. That's the cavalry buildings, I believe. The cavalry building is where you get your local recruitment capacity. You get global and local recruitment capacity here. Yeah, it's really nice. Yeah, and Space Mag, I think, probably.
For the arena and Nuln.
Right, Vlad's inside of Castle Tempelhof, which we can probably take advantage of. And Isabel's not even in the army. Wow, Isabel's not in the army right now. Kind of crazy that they wouldn't put Isabel in the army. Evidently, the AI sometimes prioritizes her on the map a little bit. But yeah, they basically lifted and shifted what the blacksmith did and put it into different buildings. Seems good, yeah. Honestly, I think gyrocopters are so goddamn good, and it'd be so nice if the Empire had something similar. Because you can just solo kill Vlad with 3 gyrocopters, and it's so easy. Because you can stagger him as well. You basically surround him with a gyrocopter there, and like there. And you just keep shooting him constantly. So the dwarves do not have any problems killing him. And that's the fact the dwarves kill him so easily. Like, Vlad is not a problem for the dwarves, whereas for most other mortal factions, you do struggle a tad.
Conditions acceptable. Handgunners.
You will struggle a wee bit.
Great cannon.
Take elevation here. They have no range, so...
Beneath our shadow.
These are grave guards. Everything on the wall is a grave guard, so...
The Empire endures.
Oh my god, so many of them died too.
At speed.
Andre Grid Settlers, yeah, incredible. Oh, I shouldn't be moving Elspeth up, because that is why they're running away, if I'm honest.
Spread your wings.
Well, I've got like an aura around me. How am I playing the Rebel faction? Chappy, we are playing Early Access Thrones of Decay. And Elspeth is part of the DLC pack for that. Let's go for a little cheeky burning head here. Should be able to bounce off as well. Unless it was a bad... How fares the Empire? Play Wars? So good. So far so good. I've tactically redeployed you in a different place as well.
Yes.
I'm actually going to get Elspeth running in here. I think Elspeth will do fine. What is the AoE she's got on her? What does she do? Is that showing either the living darkness or the terror I have? Oh my god, she's kind of slapping this guy.
Shadows at my call.
Oh my god, she's murdering these poor dudes. I mean, they are necromancers in fairness, so I don't feel too bad. Oh my goodness, the cannon. Classic cannon situations of running into melee.
For the Emperor.
Elspeth Von Draken.
Come back here. Odilo Von Diel. Meet your maker. They call me McDoom. MC Doomhammer. Nice. Yeah, I wouldn't put her up against anything that was actually competent in melee. For example, Vlad von Carstein, with all the cheats he gets. Mad, he has 0.3% healing in combat, and then obviously he gets a ton of ward save, and if Isabel was in the army, he'd have the chalice to heal from as well, which would be even more healing.
Great cannon. Yes,
Let's shoot that gatehouse. I miss not being able to cast it into direction. You used to be able to remove vortex spells for the first 0.25 seconds, fun fact. But you no longer can do that anymore. You are unable to move a vortex spell for the first 0.25 seconds. You used to be able to do that. But that's why they've built in a lot more consistency regarding the movement speed of them. So I think that's one of the biggest problems is, you know, you would cast it and then all of a sudden in legitimately no time at all, it would just zoop away. I need to be careful not to cast many more spells. This is worth it because it's only 7 winds of magic. But I need to at least cast it onto Graveguards like this. And if there's obviously other units stacking up, I'm not going to say no. Yeah, with the speed differences now, it actually seems really good. Go.
The Empire endures! Through the cannons!
Beautiful.
Face the jaws of death!
What's the buff? Staff of Damnation. Huh.
Spiritor of Shaiish!
Do you have a Staff of Damnation? I don't believe... Ah, Vlad has it. Yeah, I mean, that definitely helps.
Wizardess of Nuln!
Beforehand, they were struggling to hit, and now they're getting some pretty consistent hits in there.
Hellstorm rocket battery!
Let's have a look. Should be good for now. Would be pretty insane instead of a guilt faction. Yeah, agreed. It's one of those really interesting things where Malachi helps out Ungrim quite a lot in that he buffs Slayers. Dude, I'm telling you, Ungrim is so goddamn good. It's insane. Ungrim is so goddamn strong with all the changes now. I think Ungrim is probably my favorite Dwarf Legendary Lord now. Due to the changes.
All roads Morr in time.
He is so goddamn dope now. I feel like we need to get out here before Vlad starts to throw some hands on us.
Great cannon! Understood!
Let's get his archers over at least.
With darkness!
Yeah, my wish is that Elspeth had a little bit more armor, but it's one of those classic cases you can't have everything, right? You simply can't have everything. This will crush these poor guys. They have 0 armor, so... Yep. Unsurprisingly, did a lot of damage. Anytime you have magical attacks, it'll bypass their physical resistance.
To the skies!
My Nuln ready!
So always look to try and do damage to...
Hold fire!
Always look to do magical damage against physical resistance-esque units.
Onwards and
Access to death magic unit items. Ooh, nice.
Pick them off.
Launch!
Let's kill these crypt ghouls. You're getting in place now. I would be tempted to try and get on the walls, but I don't know how quickly they'll interact. Or how quickly the AI will react to what I'm doing.
Moving now!
Let me move in here and just see what happens.
To battle! Sir! Understood! Ready to serve! Take the ground! By Gunnery! Ready to
If I can bait the dogs out, I will shoot the snot out of them, because I don't want them to come over to me.
Quick march!
So yeah, sometimes you can bait out certain units like this, but sometimes they run away really quickly. Okay, I need to run away from these bats. I'm telling you, it's something... I don't know what they're putting in the water for these bats, but my god, they are insanely strong against Elspeth. She's like struggling to hold her own against just bats,
Elspeth Von Draken
which is wild to me. Crazy. Yo, Mercy, thank you so much for the raid, buddy. Wait, has my game just crashed? The Mercy raid and my game crashes. But no, appreciate you, buddy. Hope you're doing well. My game randomly just crashed. Yep, it literally just crashed. Yeah, welcome everybody. We're playing Elspeth and having a lot of fun as well. My game crashed at the awesomeness of the raid from Mercy, it seems. But yeah, I hope everyone's doing wonderful. Good to see you guys. We're trying our best to get through Elspeth. She seems so strong though. I mean, you can get grape shots with the cannons. You can get a ton of extra shots from your Hellstorm rocket batteries. It's crazy. It is genuinely crazy. Nice. She gets grape shot as well. Yep. So if you guys haven't seen my latest YouTube video, where it goes over the grape shot for the dwarves, Elspeth also gets it too. It's pretty damn good. It is pretty damn good. So what's everybody excited for the new DLCs? Have you guys seen everybody play? Have you seen all three of them being played? You know, what's your overall thoughts? The horde he gets going is pretty sweet. Yeah, Gregory, yeah. I was watching Fred play Turmakan, and the dedication you get between them all seems really cool. And the thing that I like quite a lot is that Turmakan obviously gets access to like Chaos Dwarf units, which makes sense because Turmakan specifically allied himself up with the Chaos Dwarves. So from a lore perspective, it makes perfect sense.
Elspeth Von Draken.
From a lore standpoint, it is very logical. In that Turmakan did actually siege Nuln, for example. And the very cool thing there is that Elspeth Von Draken, who is an absolute beast, she was the one that defeated Turmakan. And she was the one that did all that work in relation to that. The Dark Mistress of Nuln. You know, you would never want to mess with her. That's all I gotta say. You would never want to mess with her. That's for damn sure. I'm torn between Franz and Elspeth for the third 5.0 campaign. Yeah, I respect that. Hey, Matty, good to see you, buddy. Thunderbarge. Oh, dude. I have been really enjoying... Thank you, Evan. I have been really, really enjoying playing dwarves at the moment. Because...
Do not shame your ancestors, now, brethren. No shaming your ancestors here.
But yeah, Ungrim has honestly gotten such good stuff from the 3LC. And you get access to, with the DLC, Malachi, and Malachi buffs Slayers faction-wide.
For Verena and Nuln.
I've already had 2.
I will not.
Right, let's kill some Vlad here, shall we, boys? Let's jump back in. Sorry about the it lagged last time, which is annoying. Just cut out on me. Malachi's campaign and adventure. Nice. Yeah, the adventure element of it is very, very cool. Right. Well, we'll try to get ourselves situated here. The Dwarf Hero Doomstack is a lot more easy to tame than the things of Tier 2 and 3 Slayers exist. Yeah. The biggest thing for me is the Dragon Slayers giving replenishment, man. Holy moly. The replenishment is so big for Dwarves, like... And the accessibility of Garagrim for... Ungrim is huge, having his brother in his army. Love that. I'm not sure if you guys have seen, but some of the Dragon Slayers look like Hagrid from, like, the old Harry Potter games. It was really funny. Like, I don't know if that's just me that has observed that and thinks that, but legit PS1 Hagrid vibes. It's brilliant. Hey, Biggerton. You saw that too? Yeah. It was the video that I uploaded today. And it made me very funny. It made me laugh. What's the hero? The Dragon Slayer hero. Which gives the dwarves replenishment through the new DLC now. God, these boys are so good. These grenade launchers are so cracked. Cool that Malachi gets Ulrika. Yeah, I think yeah, he gets Ulrika quite early on. Feather and String combo is mental, yeah. I love that he exists. Dragon Slayer, no Pickerton, that's for the dwarves specifically, buddy.
Elspeth
That is for the
Von
Dowie.
Draken.
You don't shame your ancestors.
Let's not shoot over here. I think your ammunition is worth quite a lot of bounce power, so we want to protect that. And we'll shoot down this wall. Wait, seemingly we've already done a lot of damage over here, so we might as well continue on. Can't wait to go into quick play and fight the walls. Really looking forward to getting Thunder Barge. Oh, to getting Thunder Barged. Interesting, Phoenix. I respect that. Get a Light Wizard, Malachi, and the squad's there, yeah. Who's the hero next to it? This is the Engineer.
Get moving.
So we have Blazing Shots, we got Piercing Shots. So we go down to 90 range when we use it. But seemingly, we hurt like hell. Let's move up. You can have Engineers, yep, you can have Engineers now. And guess what? The Lord variant, specifically the Lord variant of the Engineer, can have a steam tank. You know, it's beautiful. Worry about ammunition? I'd rather give it to the artillery. Hellstorm were made for the undead armies? I couldn't agree more, matey. I could not agree more. So the cannon should be taking down the gatehouse momentarily. And we'll just make sure to keep popping up the ammunition where possible. How well does this do? Not too bad, but I hope that it would knock a couple of them off the end. Like a couple of them off. Wait, hold on. Elspeth, get your butt over here. The opportunity has passed, unfortunately. Unless they're being kind to me. What I'm assuming is if I move to this side and just start attacking the grave guards, they'll fall off. They'll be pushed off. The standard or the variant one? Very good question. The standard one, as far as I'm aware. You get access to the standard one. Yeah, look. If you knock entities off walls, they'll die.
Engineer.
Big dub.
The Dark Lady of Nuln. Doom take thee.
What? Do you guys know what this AoE is? Is that an indication of terror, or is that an ability she has? 'Cause I've never seen that before. I'm assuming it's specific to this chick. Ah, that's such a waste of a cast only on a skeleton warrior, but it's fine. But my god, her on the actual wall itself is so good.
By forge and firearm. Let's move.
Those poor buggers.
Engineer.
Oh, anti-magic. Oh, is that the AoE where it stops people from getting dragons or something? From getting magical attacks, is that it?
Have our target.
Oh, dang it. I'm not gonna lie, I love the mechanical horse. I really like it.
Forged for battle.
I think the only thing that's sad is that I do not believe Creative Assembly will have access to get gyrocopter mounts specifically for the dwarves. I don't think it'd be possible.
Engineer.
And the reason I think it's not possible is because it like the gyrocopter mount was 8th edition, right? It was oh my god, we just knocked him off, and he's just fine. Okay,
Ready to act.
like this guy is the biggest unit you've ever seen in your life. Hamlin, remember the name, Hamlin Barakmir. Remember that name, boys. What an absolute chad. Wait, I love how they're all running to the other side of the map, because they're like, screw that, I don't want to be shot at by the Hellstorm rocket battery anymore. This sucks. Wait, 1.3k missile strength is quite a hefty amount. And we don't seemingly need to be turned towards the direction of them, as we're 360 shots, yeah. Is this versus multiples? Yeah, that's not that. Right, probably go fast forward again, boys. Engineer and the cannon are certainly going to deal with this fella. And while we go and use Elspeth to knock him off. She honestly looks like a vampire, not going to lie, with all the blood around her. Definitely giving vamp vibes, but we know she's not a vampire. She's Von Draken, though. By holding the Sword of Cain in one of my campaigns. Oh, really? That's brilliant. Yeah, weird things like that are always, like, define campaigns. Interesting moments like that, should I say, always define campaigns. It's pretty good against infantry. Nice. That is such a nice spell. Where is Vlad? Oh, he's over the way. He's over the way over there. We can move up a wee bit, or we can start shooting into here, maybe? Nah, that's crumbling now. I honestly feel like the Hellstorm rocket battery, if I start shooting into, you know, like a skeleton, maybe like a zombie, maybe skeleton, we're losing balance of power, potentially. That realistically could be a thing. Let's go restock them at least. Big. Yeah, it's one of those classic cases where sometimes it just takes a wee bit of time to kill a vampire army. Sometimes it takes a bit of oomph to get through it. Here we go. Here we are, nice. Beautiful. Right, absolutely crushed that guy now. Yeah, I don't really want to fight Vlad just yet, but we'll cast this on him because apparently this is it's strong versus single entity. Oh my god, that honestly was not bad at all. I'm actually kind of surprised by that. That's actually pretty goddamn good.
The Dark Lady of Nuln.
Bombuanis. I don't know if this will do good damage against Black Knights. Yeah, Gregory, I was saying earlier that Elspeth gives me vibes of the lady from the evil chick from Dalmatians. Very much that kind of vibe.
Moving! Get moving! At them! A march of metal!
Brule de Ville, that's the one.
At pace!
The graveyard rose.
Absolutely, that's the one. Shoot at the graveyards again. Can you get over to the graveyards? Might as well if you can.
Kill them!
See, I don't know if the blazing shots are for me. Yeah, I don't think the blazing shots are going to be good. Wow, the way you run around is so strange. Like, it's so good. Like, the pathing on this engineer is crazy good.
With purpose! A march of metal!
Like, the interactive bit, like, how interactive it is so nice. But how good is this going to be? It's instantaneous, man. Wild.
Forged for battle.
Pew, pew, pew.
Master craftsman.
What's my reload time? 10 seconds. Okay. We can cut around that.
Let's move.
Yeah, dude, with how interactive this dude is, like how like rapid he is to interact with what I'm doing. I'm a big fan of this engineer. Wow, that like stun locked him like crazy as well.
Elspeth Von Draken.
Oh, poor Vlad's getting beaten up at his own game.
The Dark Lady of Nuln.
He's being beat at his own game here, I tell you. This is one of the really sad things about Vlad in general, that he has no mount. It's almost like it's the exact same thing as Grimgore, right? I'll be honest, I sometimes hate playing Grimgore because I know I'm going to get kited like crazy. It, for me, is one of the most frustrating things ever, is getting permanently kited when you're trying to run towards them and you just can't reach them.
firearm. This will hurt.
Oh my god, that actually is bloody good.
Yeah. Give me the word.
That is very, very good.
Elspeth Von Draken.
Yeah, we'll cast like that. Are these the bats again? Yeah, they are. Let's run away.
Filly, not folly.
It's time to flee! Disperse, everybody, disperse! Wait, can I go through the gate? Yeah, I can. Wait, hold on. Can the dragon fit? The dragon can fit. If I fit, I sit. Alright, up we go again. Let's bait the bats out, hopefully, to try and be shot at by these pistoliers. No worries if not. We're going to be very close to ammo loss bonus. Like, surely we're close at this point now. God, I love that. See if I can bait out Vlad here. Seems I can. I definitely feel like you can bait out generals from the settlements more these days. It used to be really, really goddamn hard to do that, but now it doesn't seem that difficult. Because like I said beforehand, it was actually pretty difficult to bait out units, but now they're a lot more receptive to come outside the settlement. Thankfully, Vlad's heal cap now, so the poor bugger's kind of running into an entire army. Yep, that is it's a lot of range, pal. Vlad is a Giga Chad, but he is a mortal being. You know, there's only so much they can do there. Alright, let's continue. Let's now use the grenade launchers here, I think. We should not be far at all from winning this fight. In actual fact, I'm relatively surprised the ammo hasn't finished yet. But this is one of my favourite places to cast a spell, and it's one of the best settlements to get as many bounces off with your Burning Head and stuff like that as possible. There aren't many places that can bounce as much as that, which is so dope. There really ain't that many places that allows you to do that. So I don't think there's anything that... Oh yeah, because there's 2 bat units, never mind. I was going to say, I don't think there's any more armies that can do anything. Or any more units, excuse me, that can do anything to stop these grenade launcher outriders. So what I'm going to do, stop being lazy, just get my inventory in there. We'll replenish in 1 turn anyway, so in the grand scheme of things, it doesn't matter. You know, it's all well and good min-maxing and just trying to make sure you squeeze out the most value you possibly can do, but at the same time, you know, we really don't need to. Yeah, we see the bats. We're positioning accordingly to them. I'll make sure my handgunners are moved wherever they need to be. Ooh, it'll be those fellas. It'll be them fellas that is holding us back here. Might be able to get range shots over here. Beautiful. The Drawkite? Yeah, one of the really weird things that I've often found with the AI, I'm not sure if you guys feel the same. Sometimes the AI plays in a manner that it's not to win, it's just to be annoying. Like, I don't know why, if that's just me, but sometimes it feels that way. Sometimes it really does feel that way. Is that one rope bridge in the Skaven settlement? Yeah, true. She's a cool character. Glad they added it. Yeah, me too, matey. Me too. Me too. Wait, also, Sir Ulsable. It's called usable. My brain's starting to hurt because it's getting late. I'm pretty sure if you die with a Sword of Cain, it goes back to the shrine, right? And Camera of it, thanks for the follow, buddy. Cavamilt. Man, you can't beat some good H2O, can you? Some good old solid H2O. Can you go wrong? Yeah, we lost 3 troops only.
The Empire expands.
Oh, interesting. If
Elspeth
oh
Von
yeah, if you
Draken
die of like it'll die like that, it'll mean the other army technically won, even though that's kind of not the case because you
Lady
obviously,
of
you know,
Nuln.
unfortunately fell to your death. Ooh, missile strength plus 7%. That'll increase for these as well. It's a real Sauron moment. It very much is, isn't it?
Dragon in Carmine.
That is definitely Sauron moment.
Ever vigilant.
Alright, nice.
Champion of
The economy has been recovered.
warrior of Sigmar.
But I'm intrigued to see how well this will do. Not that one. This one. Let me get the Y in there, because that'll set my set the money up. So will that. So will this and that. Do the wood, the lumber stuff first. Esper, I will show you in a second, Betty. I will show you in a second, matey. I will show you in a second. Did they separate Iron Man mode from Legendary this patch? They pretty much did, yeah. Wait, he's just called Vlad now. Also, that sucks because I was upgrading that. Screw you, Vlad. Now we're going to have to play whack-a-mole killing Vlad, aren't we? Classic. Let's go there. Got himself Mongols.
Lady of Shaiish.
I feel like if I move over this way,
Amethyst Majesty.
we can slowly move in this direction for sure.
Their end is inevitable.
Did I end up building this? Yeah, we are trying to. We'll upgrade this one next, but we still have to spend some of these schematics anyway, so... yep, sure.
Nuln
Missile strength.
drive forth. Shaiish empowers.
Yeah, it's kind of mental how much she does actually buff her artillery. So the top line stuff is you basically get specific banners like this that you can give to lords and heroes. Are you able to take it off of her and then give it to somebody else? Is that possible? Ooh.
Amethyst Guardian.
Interesting.
I must keep my weakness.
Yeah, if you can give that
for
to different
arcane
lords, that's pretty good.
trinkets in check.
Such a whack-a-mole situation, isn't it? It really is a wee bit of a whack-a-mole. I'm not going to repair that, there's no point. I'm expecting Vlad to probably take the moot. But we'll see. But yeah, Daniel, they made it so that you don't have to... Like, legendary players can save the game, which is huge. Like, the fact that you've not been able to do that until now is just wild to me. Bonkers.
I will not speak with enemies of the Empire.
Oh, okay, attacking this one instead. Wait, he's just sacking them all. Vlad, I will throw hands at you if you try and take... Wait, can he reach Castle Drakenhof from there? I think he can. We've got walls in there now, at least, though. So he may struggle with it.
For Verena and Nuln. Where is the
Right.
graveyard? Lead me to it.
Alright. I'm going to go to Waldenhof, take that settlement, and then try and defend Castle Drakenhof by putting a Hoshland scopes inside of here.
Master engineer.
And buffing him up as well. To do as much damage as possible. To when Vlad shows his face. And I will shoot it off.
Rider of
That's
the
the goal.
dragon in Carmine.
Yeah, our trading income must be pretty solid. So if you go check out the trading tab, are we exporting at 100%? We are not, so we need another agreement. So right now, we are in need of another agreement, boys.
Eternal. Conduct yourself with clarity.
Seems like trading with you is worth it. Blood Prince is going to die no matter what. Hoshland is still alive? Oh, Vlad will have just resurrected him, I bet.
I will listen, but my time is short.
Very well.
I think Vlad will have just resurrected you, pal. Excuse
To
me.
war.
Friends will have just resurrected him. Is that new dwarf toy you saw? Doesn't seem, to be honest, I saw two ammo. What do you mean, Terrathil, sorry?
Serve the Empire.
Grieving my public order? He really is, isn't he?
Such insolence.
Is friends at war with him? I would imagine so.
I will
Yep,
hear what you
that's the only target he's got. He's at war with that now. But that means my victory condition is going to be finished very easily.
Wielder of the
My victory condition is going to be done and sorted in no time. Ah, bugger. It's a bunch of spears. I'm going to have to wait until they actually siege me.
possible.
Oh my god. My morale over here is in the gutters. I'm not going to replenish that. I'm going to let the rebellion take it. Let the rebellion take it, and then... Because repairing it does nothing. Ooh, but saying that, it's Skaven. Seems like a fairly easy Empire campaign. Well, I appreciate you. I appreciate the compliment. You know, under battles, piloting it does look easy. What can I say? But no, for realsies, it is. It definitely feels a lot easier than other campaigns. That's for sure. It definitely feels a lot easier than others. Oh, the Hewer. It's not that bad at all, honestly. It's honestly not that bad at all. I'm going to grant the request because that attrition is not that will not do much. That's what I'm trying to say. Right, what we'll do is we'll deploy the trick again. So I'm going to attack Vlad, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to get into his zone of control, and then I'm going to press backspace, just like that. Because I know as a fact if I attack him, he'll run away. I don't have enough movement to chase him.
Just as I designed.
I do not have enough movement to chase him, so this is the best case scenario. That really sucks, but I'm pretty sure the AI will be favorable for us, especially since they're taking attrition. Wait, they have a desertion? They're rebellions. Of course they don't have any money. I have never seen that. I actually have never seen a rebellion faction get desertion. Desertion. God, my brain is absolutely fried today. Let's get this general in there for the old resolve power. They can get desertion? Apparently so. And low more flex authority. Apparently so, dude. I didn't know they could. I generally did not know they could. Not a very strong cause like that. Agreed. Absolutely agreed. Not a very strong cause at all. And Esper, thanks for the follow as well. Appreciate it. I thought it had 5 volleys of axes. Looks like it deletes things though. It does, yeah. That Hewer thing has 3,000 missile strength. It fires 38 axes, I believe. It fires about 38 axes. And it does a lot of damage. I'm tired. Okay. Actually, not a bad settlement to defend. Not bad, not bad, not bad, actually. What I could do is focus all of my power on one side. For example, if I put all 4 of my crossbows on this side and just shot down their only siege equipment here, we probably would have a good shot of defending that side. What we could do over this side is probably just spread them out as much as possible. Get as many shots down as we can. I'm probably going to ignore this one because I don't have a lot of ability to shoot them. So putting a piercing tower 2 there makes sense. Tier 1. Because then I can put tier 1 here as well. Because this will enable me to kill everything over this side, and once they start climbing the walls, we can just pull back. The main thing you got to make sure that you do in situations where they have no shields and they're relatively slow is just make sure you're using your towers as much as you can. Like, I have a lot of availability of just being able to kite them, and that's what I intend on doing. I don't intend on fighting them an awful lot. I do not intend on fighting them an awful lot. Right. Okay, so we'll figure out where these guys need to go as part of the settlement. Moving on, we'll be able to get shots into this specific siege tower, like we said. That was my objective here, that we wanted to get everybody shooting this siege equipment. Once that gets destroyed, then they'll have a very difficult time getting up. And we should easily be able to destroy it with 4 crossbowmen, you'd assume. Although this thing is moving like crazy fast. Definitely feels like something is in the water for that, I tell you. Something is in the water, I tell you that for free. Let's hit the infantry units. We don't want to hit the siege equipment because I don't think 2 of them will have enough. I really don't think 2 towers alone will be able to do enough damage. Tower-wise, I'm probably looking to put something over here. Because we can start killing infantry there.
Crossbows ready, General.
Good, so that's going to kill a lot of them due to fall damage. Let's make sure to keep firing. And then what I'm most likely to do is reposition here. And then we can probably put 1 infantry line down there. So let's now already preemptively start moving. You know, we don't want to hold the line for too long because we're basically asking to be punished if we sit there for too long. And then what we'll do is simply put 1 single unit down there. And then what I'm going to start doing is spreading out my units according to what the AI is doing. Because look, this is the reason why you got to really, really quickly start moving them. Because like this took them a long time to actually start getting to the situation where they're running. And we got the towers shooting over that way. I'm going to chuck a barricade here, and we're probably going to put a barricade here as well. It's probably worth better. It's probably worth more than the actual towers. The tower that I can make, because if I can block off this entrance, I can block off this entrance. Then they've got to go a long way around, right? Long way around. It'll exhaust them at least, exactly. Never underestimate the power of exhaustion. What I'm going to do is I'm going to move and run these guys over to the left side. Because there's no point in basically sacrificing the swordsman unit without giving them an opportunity to do damage. Like, you have to at least try and give them an opportunity to do damage here. And then what I'm thinking about on this side, I mean, we could take elevation here. Like, the double halberd situation, that would be very, very strong. Elevation plus 48 melee defense will probably kill anything that comes towards them. As elevation, as I'm sure you guys are aware, reduces the damage you take by 30% and increases the damage you do by 30%. So, god damn is it good.
Conditions acceptable. Take the ground.
Right. Okay, move there, move there. Could put a barricade up here, which we will. Just gives us enough time to figure out what we want to do. And seemingly they're not running this way.
Show us the foe.
None of them are running this way, and I don't blame them.
Position.
So that means you don't need to go there anymore. We can move more centralized. My only worry is that by putting the halberds there, it puts a kind of target on their back. Wow, the Lord has gone up here instead, giving me opportunities to build the towers further. Okay. I mean, hell, I'm not going to say no. I can replenish my ammunition here. Wait, the barricade's the other way. Nanny? Okay. So that's shooting the crap out of these spearmen. We should be completely fine when it comes to ammunition here, because I can just use a single barricade to replenish my ammunition. If you guys aren't aware, you can use barricades to replenish ammunition. The 300 barricade, if you just go up on the barricade, you can replenish ammunition. Nice, getting a lot of good stuff here. If you can get some flanking shots, it'd be quite good. Yeah, definitely. Should be able to get a lot of damage there at least. Let's push them back here. I'm going to put this barricade here specifically to give my crossbowmen ammunition. That is legit the only purpose of this barricade, is to give ammunition out. We need to do some covering fire. Get the encouragement over there as well. Let's plug that hole. It's been some time until this point. I think it must be, because they've actually put on the barricade now. That's what it does. Yeah, replenishes ammunition. How do you add ammo? Literally just do this. Click on the barricade. See, 15 ammunition, 17 ammunition. Keep clicking on it, on and off, on and off, on and off, on and off, on and off. Boom. Full ammunition again. Keep going over here. And yeah, non-friendly fires on the tower is such a huge factor, because normally people get afraid to use them. Oh my god, what are these crossbowmen doing? Holy moly, that's so bad by me. Had no idea these rascals were running away like that. Wait, is that barricade this one? It is. That's really bad. Okay, pull back this way then. Maybe it was a bit troll me doing what I was doing. Did I actually take advantage of the elevation? I did. Good.
Crossbowmen! Quick march!
Raise your weapon!
I don't want to waste the crossbowmen, because I can effectively give them a lot of ammunition. I think tier 3 tower there I'm fine with.
Attack!
And now, since they're coming through, we can do that now.
To battle!
Missiles will fly!
Keep running, lads. Keep running. Now, I'm afraid my halberds won't actually hold the line for long enough.
The Empire endures!
Get them!
Crossbowmen!
Because this tower might not be able to get built, and I can't cancel it now. But I expect them to do good things. Because the middle point has no tower locations, which sucks. I wish it did. I really wish it did.
Sigmar's heirs! At speed!
Ready for war!
These halberds are doing a fantastic job, at least. Might be... Nope. Not, I'm going to say... I was just about to say, might be able to get one volley off, but nope.
The Empire endures!
Crossbows
Fantastic damage from the
ready to
crossbowmen.
roll.
We're going to need to move over in a second. I do not believe I need to defend this anymore. With everything I can see on this side, I don't think so.
By Ulrich's wrath! Faster!
Come towards the middle now.
Move!
2.7k. Let's get a tier 3 tower there. Barricade here. Barricade it. Barricade. And barricade. And you guessed it. We're going to put a barricade there as well. If you guessed that, it's a good guess.
Halberdiers!
So all we need to do is alleviate the pressure these guys are experiencing with the crossbows. And there's very few spearmen left now. So we're in a really commanding position here. Their general's taking a ton of damage, and we can push them back with the crossbowmen now. go. See, the advantage of using elevation here is huge. The only reason these guys are still alive and still tanking is because of elevation. Elevation is key, my friends. Elevation wins battles. Elevation absolutely wins battles. And plus, since we're shooting down, you guessed it, elevation damage increases. Armor loss bonus won't be far now. I can feel it in my plums. I can feel it deep in my plums. Yeah, there you go. I tell you what, folks, my plum dar is never wrong. My plum dar is never wrong. Nice. Crossbowman definitely came in clutch there. I mean, the fact that there are no shields makes it so much easy. I should start by getting high. Elevation, yes. Make sure you have a high elevation. That's the biggest factor there. Just ask Obi-Wan, absolutely. Obi-Wan knows all about it. I think the high elves are stuck on that island, yeah. Interesting, the clay amazing. In daring to forge Nemesis crown from the Weirdling one, from Weirdling ore, perhaps Alric's once wise mind was clouded by his desires to prove himself as the world's greatest runesmith. Don't want to read that anyway, whatever. Didn't even want to read it. Instantly goes back and sieges. Love that. Like, valiant defeat? Really? Why did that dude not take me? And yeah, you can see here, look. Vlad, wait, why am I taking attrition? Huh. So you can see here, I can now attack, I can attack Vlad without him running away. Well, he's running away, but I have the movement to attack him again.
Our faith reinvigorated. The graveyard rose. Exhaustion and sloth are mere words.
Ah, shoot. I'm basically going into the settlement where there's no point going into it because this guy's going to siege it. Holy crap, that's a good. That is a really solid army. Wait. Huh? Where did Scrag come in here? What? Honestly, Scrag is an absolute psychopath these days, I tell you. He seemingly is a little bit of a psychopath these days.
Morn cavalry.
Amethyst mage.
What a nutter. What an absolute certified nutter. You gotta love him for that. Pack told like it was Kairos, yeah. And Deadbeard, yes, it is. Bretonians can build a 15% charge mana structure in sieges. Yeah, stuff like that. Like, Bretonia need a lot of love, honestly. I really do hope that Bretonia gets the love they need. Hey, Double. Good to see you, handsome. Hope you're doing well.
Wittenland can wait. Our meat.
Obi Scrag Kenobi. Love that. Yeah, I refuse to fight. Do you have what line in? Honestly, that'll be pure torture. I'd rather not be tortured. An entire Slinger army is just pure torture. Nice, I knew it'd get sieged. At least we got some replenishment there. Decisive blow, love that.
We owe our safety.
Yes, yes. I just fired up my campaign with him. Oh, nice, yeah.
Von
Not many people
Draken,
like
where is
the ogres, but
graveyard?
I kind of like the ogres.
To it.
I definitely think there's room for improvements for them, but overall, I really like them. I'm a big fan of them.
Study this.
I feel like ogres can be really strong for sure. How many more do we need to do? 2 more. So I could upgrade random ones, or I could spend more money on upgrading the good ones. Oh no, I guess I've already
Wissenland's true
upgraded the good ones.
Made manifest.
Wait, I can attack this settlement? I mean, there's a really reasonable chance that Dragter attacks us the second after, so I'll probably delay that a little bit.
I will not.
Yeah, I'd rather not run the risk of it, but our economy is really solid right now. Honestly, I don't know why, but every single time I see pottery, I get excited as a dwarf player. But you don't even need pottery anymore. You no longer need pottery, you just need the tankard. So it very much changes the way you try and play dwarves now. Very much changes it. Didn't play ogres at launch, but I like to play them. Debuff some patches. Ogres on launch were a different faction, honestly. All their units were broken. They have nerfed ogres so much. It's ridiculous. Ogres, oh my god, ogres were just so insane. I don't know why they're not taking control of this element. Franz Hater. This local noble has always held a deep dislike of Karl Franz, ever since they courted the same girl a few years back. Needless to say, the Prince of Altdorf won the maiden's heart, further hardening the rivals' hatred. I mean, honestly, matey, I don't blame the lass picking Franz. I'd bang Franz too. Do you know what I mean?
I protect the Empire.
Like, let's not get it twisted here.
Raise our standards.
Let's not get it twisted. Okay. Right. Nice. So we got the Pale Scythe now. Oh my god, what is bloody Azag doing now? Right, the Pale Scythe. Spell Mastery and Spell Resistance, nice.
Every device has its secrets. I must extract them. This belongs in my archives.
Nice. Big buffs. Get some additional damage then, I suppose.
Amethyst Mage.
Castle Templar is going to get a rebellion, but that kind of makes sense. I'm going to wait until we can get tier 3 Castle Templar, and we'll come back for that. Why does a Franz hater hate me then? You ain't Franz? Yeah, honestly, no idea. Honestly, sometimes it's best not to ask those questions. Because I don't have the answer. You know, sometimes it's difficult. Trade agreement for monies? Yeah, absolutely. Or Grim, get in there. Not what Azag's doing, though. Azag's having a merry-go-round. Doing whatever he does. Azag be doing Azag things. Finally, the auto-resolve was winnable. My god, this has been brutal. The tribute's going to help a lot because... How do I have so much money already? My god, it seems so insane. Maybe I can just upgrade and 350 for that.
Rider of the Dragon in Carmine.
Not a bad one, eh? Not a bad one at all, boys. Righty-ho, folks. Gonna fight Scrag next? No, I'm gonna fight the bedroom. I'm gonna fight my pillow. I'm gonna go to bed. But thank you very much for watching the stream, guys. You guys are amazing. You guys are breathtaking. You guys are incredible as always. Thank you so much for all the support on today's stream. You guys have been awesome. I seriously do appreciate each one of you fine, wholesome hunks for watching the stream, supporting the content. You guys are awesome. Thank you for all the likes on the YouTube video. Thank you for everyone watching it. You guys are awesome. From the Twitch side, thank you for all the follows, for all the subs. Thank you guys for hanging out. I do appreciate each and every one of you guys. You guys are all awesome. Yeah, appreciate y'all. Do you know what we can do? We can send you wonderful YouTube folks over to Akoi, as Akoi is a legend. So let us go ahead and... Oh, can I not? Is Akoi not live anymore? Yeah, he is. Why can't I raid Akoi? Restricted provisions. Oh. Ah, he doesn't. I don't have a provision to. Alright, guys, yeah. Anyways, anywho, take it easy, boys. Have a good one. Take it easy. Stay amazing. Right. Take it easy, boys. Have a good one. Thanks for watching the YouTubers. Where is the end button? There it is.